probably the one that I would like to forget the most was the state championship game where we got beat by Hennessy.
I know Coach Fullerton, who's on staff. That was his senior year. They had lost Cole Weber the week before to an ankle sprain of some sort, and it was like in the fourth quarter of the week before.
Backup quarterback did an excellent job.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
He played well, and he played a lot that season. But
Hennessy
still, it's hard.
that year, Hennessy was very big, very physical, and just, I mean, they were just the team to beat.
And that was the start of a back-to-back for Hennessy. So Hennessy not only won that year, they did win the next year also. So, and then right after that's when Davis went on their run and won 2 in a row. So
it's you talk about Hennessy and Davis, going on their runs, and then Davis had really good matchups with Adair, who I know is in the playoff bracket with us. State champion came out of that game for like 3 consecutive years. So there's going to be some good football starting this week. The playoffs are here. So what else you got for us?
So, again, we talked about the 2 Hennessy state championships, 2010, 2011. So Davis and Hennessy, they've played 4 times, all 4 times in the playoffs. Second round of 1990, semifinals in 2014, second round in 2017, and then in the championship game in 2010. So those are the 4 meetings. Again, Davis leads the all-time series 3-1. Davis Wolves, we have an all-time playoff record of 109, 45, and 1. That's the 4th most playoff wins in state history. So, again, got an opportunity to kind of build on that tonight if we're able to take care of business. We're making our 53rd appearance in the playoffs, which is 8th most in state history. And we're playing the 156th playoff game, which is 3rd most in state history.
Wow, that's a lot of playoff games.
It's a bunch. Wolves are hosting for the 82nd home playoff game, so we've hosted for 82 games in the playoff, which seems like a ton. So, again, 41st home first-round game, and this is the 3rd consecutive first-round home playoff game. So Davis is 3 in a row here. So captains tonight for the Wolves. Looks like we have got number 12, Trey Melton, 67, Fisher Smith, 63, which is Luke Johnson, and 77, Jacob. I just went blank. Hulk. I just went blank.
Shrek?
Yeah.
Jacob McClellan.
Jacob McClellan. Yeah. I said Hulk. Shrek's what I meant. Sorry,
Shrek,
McClellan.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I saw
big guy.
It's almost the same, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yep. But.
So got about 4 minutes and 40 seconds for the start of this game. Looks like Hennessy is in the giant helmet, ready to come on out on the field.
For the Davis Wolves, number 77, Jacob McClellan. Number 63, Luke Johnson.
Big shout out to Jason Digby, Dusty Parsons, and the whole painting crew. The field looks awesome. They painted the end zone, so if you get an opportunity and you see that Davis in the end zones and also the wolf head, middle of the field, thank Dusty and Jason because they have done that all. They've done it most of the season, so if you've seen it out there, they're probably the ones that have done it. So here we go. Wolves now in the what looks like the south end zone. They're starting to come out. Got a little
Iron Man.
Red Nation coming here.
No, that's Iron Man.
This Iron Man's a new one, huh? Okay.
Well, so they've won. This has been played all season long.
That's okay.
This senior class wanted something different.
Okay.
Went black.
But.
Getting about 3 minutes before the start of the game here.
How do I get ads to go on?
Yeah, man. Sorry, Brad. A lot of
No,
stuff
hey,
going on. I'm
hey,
trying to make sure we're going good.
There's always stuff going on out there, so I completely understand. So I don't. Surely Hennessy is not waiting for us to take the field first. I keep waiting for them to go out on the field. It looks like they're waiting for us to take the field, which I don't know if I've ever seen that on at a home the home team go second when they take the field or go first. I'm sorry.
That's a different thing, but it almost looks.
Maybe they're waiting for the captains.
Yeah, they are waiting for the captains. That was a long conversation.
That was a long conversation, man. Apparently, they went through a lot of rules in that short period of short period of time.
They went through the entire NFHS rule book.
Uh-oh. I thought Mapes might call them out there. Let's see. Not quite yet.
Well, the band has played the song, and they are going to go first. Wow, I've not ever seen that.
Okay. Well, maybe that means we're ready to go tonight.
I'm going to chalk that one up as that's exactly what that means.
That's exactly right. So Hennessy now taking the field.
Referees for tonight's game. The referee will be Keith Vitent. Umpire will be Ryan Sharp. Linesman Mike Sharp. Line judge Andy Vitent. And the back judge James Massey.
So again, referees for tonight. Referee is Keith Ventese. Umpire is Ryan Sharp. Lineman Mike Sharp. Line judge is Andy Vietnamese. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, so I apologize if I'm not. And the back judge is James Massey. So Wolves will receive the kickoff. Hennessy won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. They're going to set up to kick off this opening kick.
I feel like it's going to take them the whole first half to deflate the inflatable they had over there.
I don't know why that offends me, but it offends me. I'm like, get it off the field. Let's play some football.
It is essentially on the field. It is over the sideline over there. So,
and again, not like they're doing anything wrong by any means. I don't mean to imply that.
The far judge over there just pointed back there and said, hang on a minute. They're trying to get that off the field as they kind of drag it out of the way.
Usually that happens down here in the north end zone is usually where they set up. So maybe they just didn't know where to set up. But anyway, it works.
We go with it.
Start of the game, man. Should be a good one tonight between the Hennessy Eagles and Davis Wolves. Same record, going to the same record, 6-4 each. Davis finished second in their district. Hennessy third. Again, their district, much like Davis, stock district with number 2 and number 4 in it.
Some good ball teams up there. I anticipate a good physical game tonight. Hopefully the Wolves can come out on top. Got to not get ourselves in penalty situations tonight.
Yep. So here we go. Deep onside kick is going to be, they've got to get that on, and they catch it on the bounce. They got some room to run. Get up to about the 45-yard line. And again,
trying to see who that was exactly.
So number 27, Jackson Wright, is the one that fielded that.
Okay.
So, again, got to be careful on that. He almost placed that perfect. Again, deep, high onside kick right in the middle of the field.
Right in front of somebody. And almost like we've seen Davis do the last couple of weeks. Ball bounces in front and then back at him.
Usually you see that towards the end zone or towards the sideline. That time they kicked it straight in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Caught us off guard. Yep. So here we go. Wolves come out in the flex bone look here. And I was going to go underneath to Brendan Rawls, and Rawls is going to pick up about 7. Again, he was a shoestring away from taking that to the house.
Great blocking up front, got him an open gap to get through, and Brendan just almost had that one broken. One guy to beat, and that guy just grabbed him by the shoelaces and pulled him down. So
6 yards on that first down play. Ball's now at midfield at the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Wolf's going to come back out. Melton's going to he's going to go in motion and split out wide. 2 receivers to the near side. I don't know. It looks like we got a jump here.
I was going to say, I don't know if they're going to call that on the – there was a nose guard that jumped in there and hit, but I think they're going to call it on us.
So 5-yard penalty is going to move Wolves back, and we are kind of back at that original spot now. Back up to a 2nd and 10.
Back up to the 45. Remains 2nd down. 2nd and 9 from the 45.
2nd and 9 now from the 45-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. Melton's going to go in motion, split out wide. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got some time. Throws the ball on the run. Oh, I'll tell you what, I thought he got held a little bit there, but I don't think it was too obvious.
No, it really close, kind of bumping each other. I like the play. I think we had 2 chances at it there. Trey Melton, I think, was coming back towards the ball, trying to give their quarterback a chance to make a play, but unfortunately just not able to connect with anybody on that one.
So 3rd and 9 now after the incomplete pass from Owens. Intended target there was Trey Melton. I believe it was Melton. Both those guys are pretty close to the same area.
So it was kind of almost like an in between the two.
Traditional wishbone look here. Quarterback's going to go under center. He's going to take the ball out on the edge. Makes the first guy miss. He's going to pick up that first down. Good job that time of Owens.
Good job running the ball. Good blocking again. Set the edge out there for him. Able to, get in. Good job by Dax, I think, by not trying to get all the way outside, seeing a lane there, getting upfield.
I liked it. He made a really good read, cut the ball back inside when he needed to, picked up what he could, picked up the first down, which is the important part. Yep. Really good run by the quarterback.
Now they've got it marked as a 4th down.
No,
they've moved the stick, so he hasn't
changes.
changed the marker.
And it's enough for that very first Davis Wolves first down and 10.
There, they got it changed there.
So Wolves now 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Good job there of picking up that first down on 3rd and 9. Back in that wishbone formation. This time it's going to be a short pickup here by number.
I say they're going to mark him
12.
almost. They're going to mark him basically
no
gain. Maybe even a little bit of a loss there. Hennessy got a good push in the middle there.
So no gain there. Maybe a loss of a half yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down at about 10. Again, the ball still at the 44-yard line. Hennessy side of the field. So Wolves' first possession of the ball game.
2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 here. Going to come out in that heavy set now. Two running backs to the side. Quarterback's going to hand off up the middle, and Rawls does a good job there of kind of fighting forward, picks up about 6 yards on that straight dive.
I feel like they caught Hennessy on their heels a little bit. They thought they were going to try to break it outside like we've done a couple of times, but big guy right down the middle picks up 6 yards and puts yourself in a manageable 3rd down.
And I think we're obviously in 3rd and 4th down if it goes to that. I can see why we wanted to pick up what we did and could.
Yep.
So that makes it a 3rd and mid. Let's see what we can do on this, if we can pick up some good yardage. Flexbone look again. Quarterback's going to run the option out on the edge. Option goes out to Melton. Melton cuts back in. Again, not much there. Gain of about 1.
They're even going to mark him. They're going to say about the same.
Back to the line of scrimmage. And again, the film I saw of Hennessy, they did not play the option very well. So I can see why we went to that early. So it looks like the punting team is going to come on here. Again, it's going to be a 4th and 5. Ball at the 38-yard line. So here we go. Punt is going to die at about the 5-yard line. Nice punt.
Good punt there.
So Hennessy will have first possession at the 6.
I think I was indifferent. I could have seen us gone for 4 or punt the ball either. We pinned them deep, which is what you wanted in that situation. Now the defense has got to step up and make a stop. I think this game, and from here on out, you got to talk, field
position.
Field position.
Yep.
That becomes a big battle because I don't think you're going to have your big shootout games. A lot of times when you get in these games like this. So probably smart choice by the Wolves there.
So Hennessy will come out again. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. You're going to see them in a lot of double tight, and they are here. Quarterback's going to run out on the edge, brought down after a short gain. And again, the one thing that I really noticed from Hennessy is they threw the ball a lot. I was a little surprised. I would say they're a run-first team, but I would say it's 60-40, maybe 55-35. I mean, it's almost 50-50, not quite. Their last game against Cassidy, they actually ran for 525 yards, which blew my mind.
Wow.
3 different carriers over 100 yards, with 2 of them over 200.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, and that's with them throwing the ball quite a bit. So quarterback's going to drop back looking to pass, and over the head of the receiver there. So probably their most effective guy, number 12, who's at their tight end. They also split him out wide some. They like to throw kind of the jump ball to him down the field. They ran a lot of seam routes in the plays I saw. That incomplete pass is going to bring up 3rd down and 7 now at the 9-yard line.
Big chance for the Wolves right here to force a 4th down deep in the Eagles territory.
Double tight end look again here. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Ball is incomplete, and a good job that time. I'll tell you what, I thought he completed that, and I thought he
I was
going to
get 14.
on him.
I thought 14 was going to get not only a really good catch, but maybe even get a little bit of a flag there. But luckily, ball falls incomplete. No flag comes out, so Wolves are going to get the ball back, and he's not even going to be – he's basically going to be lined up at midfield to return this punt.
So back there to return. I was trying to see what number. Is that Melton, 12?
I believe it is Melton, yes.
Back to return the punt. He's lined up at about the 47-yard line. They're going to kick from their own end zone. And, again, low punt's going to be fielded at about the 40. Still on his feet, 35-30. Still on his feet, 25-20, 15-10. He's going to get in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown.
Hey, I want to point out every one of those guys set that lane for him.
They did.
He went almost untouched. Wyatt Fielding, I saw making a good block. A couple other guys, I know I'm going to miss somebody, but Wyatt, obviously the biggest guy on the field, so it's easy to spot him.
See, yeah.
But a lot of guys really setting that lane for him and not letting anybody even get close to him. So great job by the entire team right there getting that punt return for a touchdown.
So about a 45-yard punt return for a touchdown by Trey Melton. So Levi Pullen's extra point attempt here. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just like that, Wolves take the lead. 7:54 to go in the ball in the first quarter. Wolves now lead 7-0.
That's exactly what you wanted. We got into a field position, smart choice, pin them deep, force a 3-and-out, and then get the ball back. And we didn't even need an offensive play.
Nope.
Trey Melton did it all on his own. I'm not going to say all on his own. The special teams did it all on their own. Didn't even have to put the ball back in the offensive hands.
And the defense is what set that up. You know, 3-and-out on their own 6-yard line. They had to punt from their own end zone. It was a low, kind of a line drive punt. He was able to field it in the air, kind of with a clean lane in front of him. But again, that's what happens when you put all those pieces together. So Wolves will now kick off.
And sophomore, number 79, Jacob Silva, your Sonic Athletes of the Week.
So, Brett, I want to point out something I saw. I tried to go back and watch a little bit of Hennessy film a little bit. I was used to seeing that Hennessy of the mid-2000s.
Yep.
And they were a big physical team. This team, not as big as I remembered them being.
Well, I was real curious because one of the things that I watched a lot of film, but I could not find a roster that said
that showed
weight. It showed heights. Yes, weight. So I looked at their roster when they got here, and then I went down and got a popcorn so I could see them up close, and they're not a really big team,
right?
They've got some good size, but they're they don't have a lot of it. So here we go. Hennessy with the return here is going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line after the short return. So again, that may be something, the big guys at Davis, they may be able to lean on them a little bit.
That's, again, we've talked about it all season long. That's not a typical Davis thing. Right now, Davis is fairly sized in the trenches. You go even out to the outside, and we're still over 6 foot at a bunch of those positions.
Big Jacob Silva back this week, so good to see him back out there. And he's out there on this possession at nose guard, so 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback, a little designated quarterback run game. Again, Silva makes that play.
And right there, Silva just forcing his way into the backfield, able to wrap the quarterback up with an arm, leave it to a minimal gain.
So that's something else that I thought Hennessy did pretty well is their quarterback run game. A lot of quarterback designated runs. He's got good speed if he can get out on the edge.
I will say I think that's my favorite law firm out there. Still, Gibson and Silva.
It's a good one.
That is a good one. I really like when that front gets to play together. They seem to mesh well together.
So 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side, double tight end. Quarterback's going to roll back, looking to throw the ball again. Little screen pass, and they ran a lot of screens in film. He's going to pick up the first down, and again, that was number 12, and I told you 12 is really their receiving weapon.
Now we talked about them not being real big. He's one of the biggest guys on their squad at 6'3", 210.
Yep.
So that is a big body we're going to have to contend with. But the question is,
and again, good athlete. You don't see a tight end usually getting the screen thrown to him, and he actually got that. He was the one that caught the screen pass right there.
So
runs well for a big kid. So, again, first down now for Hennessy at the 43-yard line. 2 receivers to each side here. And, again, quarterback's trying to get another guy to go in motion. So they're going to come out with that same formation with trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. And, again, penalty flag's going to be thrown. I don't think they were
false
set.
Start.
Yeah.
No, they're going to call encroachment.
Call encroachment on the defense, so.
Encroachment, just a
5-yard penalty.
Basically offsides on the defense, jump the snap.
Second penalty of the game for the Wolves, 5-yard variety. So now it is a 1st and 5 at the 48-yard line.
First and 5 for the 47.
Double tight look this time. And, again, you got a trap they're running this time. And, again, guard and tackle got out in front. We were a little slow to kind of shift over and kind of follow. One of the things they always taught me either as a lineman or even as a linebacker is follow that guard and tackle wherever they're going because the play more than likely is going to be there. Unless you're Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley likes to pull his guard and tackle and go opposite that. But everybody else likes to run behind it.
He's the only guy I know that predominantly does that. But
so 2nd and 2 now at the 49-yard line on the Davis side of the field for the first time. Again, Wolves leading 7-0, 5:54 to go in the first quarter. Another quarterback designated run there.
Looks like I
think he's got the first down. He's right at it.
Yeah, I think he does have the first down.
So about 3, needed 2, picked up 3, so it'll be a 1st and 10 there.
Silva going to come off, and Jesse DeMoss going to go in.
It's another first down for Hennessy here now at the 46-yard line.
Defensive front now, Gibson, Fielding, and DeMoss.
It's good seeing D. Eidelman back out there at outside linebacker after being injured there. Quick passes intended out for 3. Played well out on the outside there by number 11, Dalton Heffley.
That's a good job. Saw the pass coming in.
He saw the pass before the receiver did.
Yeah, didn't really jump the receiver, but jumped the ball. Got his hand in there, knocked the ball down, made a good play on the ball.
Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now from the 46. Again, they knew the play call, but it looked like we were the one running the play. Double tight look here. 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff's going to go underneath to 15. 15 was he was a good running back. He had a lot of yards for him. Short run that time by him. Played pretty well up front. Linebackers have played well so far for the Wolves. Brendan Rawls in there on that tackle. Rance Digby in there. I've seen Jackson Wright, D. Eidelman, that whole crew out there. It's good having them all back.
Absolutely. You want to go into the playoffs 100%. You want to play the whole season 100%, but the injury bug bit us early and often, but everybody seems to be back now.
2 receivers to each side. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a little pressure up front, gets rid of the ball. It is
They're going to say a catch.
Incomplete. Oh, they are going to say it's a catch, but it's going to be only a gain of about 2 on that.
Only gain of about 2, so that's going to bring up about a 4th and 5.
Let's see if they go for it now.
Man, I don't know if you're Hennessy right now. Do you risk a short field for the Wolves?
So it looks like they're running another receiver onto the field, so I think they're going to go for this. Ball is at the 41-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 5. So again, we got to play discipline here, not jump. 3 receivers to the near side.
You got to expect a hard count here.
Yep. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Throwing to a receiver. He's got a guy open. Again, he is. Let's see if they mark him down. He's going to be at the 1 foot line if they didn't get in. Again, threw into double coverage, but he
that
guy makes a play, outruns our defender.
Outruns our defender. We let him kind of sneak behind us a little bit, got about 2 steps on us, and when you meant 2 steps, that quarterback saw a spot and threw to a spot. I watched that quarterback kind of warm up throwing that pass and was really good at it. So that's definitely something we're going to have to be aware of.
Had an opportunity to get off the field at 4th and 5, and unfortunately give up the long play all the way down to the 1. Here we go. They're going to go see if the quarterback can punch it in. And again, second effort.
Yeah,
let's see if he
second
got
effort
in.
does get in. Yep.
Tell you what, the defense played pretty well up front there. Didn't give it to him initially and kind of rolled off of it. Touchdown now, so it's going to make it 7-6. Let's see if they're going to go for 2 here. They like to line up in that swinging gate to see what the defense is going to do, and then rotate over if they don't see what they like. So. So it looks like they're going to stay in that formation, it looks like. See if they're going to slide over. And, again, here we go. Now they're going to slide over and kick that extra point. I've never been a fan of the swinging gate myself,
It's
man.
a different look.
I mean, I guess if they don't react, I understand why you do it. And even if they do sometimes, that was a low kick. And that is no good. So I couldn't tell if it was blocked. Could you see if anybody got a hand on that?
I don't know if anybody got a hand on it or if it was just
it came
an
off
awkward
the foot
kick.
Weird.
Yeah.
So
luckily for the Wolves, didn't go in. But unfortunately, I feel like we got to understand on a 4th down situation, the last thing you want to do is let a guy sneak behind you.
Yep.
And that's unfortunately what happened. And that quarterback made us pay for it. So, but we got a 1-point lead. Still lots of football left to go. I think our defense will, they're going to talk that. They're going to figure that out. Last few games, I feel like we've been a second-half team. So, I think we're fine. I'd like to see the offense take a long drive going down the field right here and really, put one in. But I want to take a lot of time off the clock.
So defensively, I think we were in the right call on that. We did have the receiver bracketed. We just didn't execute the play as we needed to right there, and it set them up there on a 1st and goal after a long 4th down completion. So 7-6, Davis leading, 4:19 to go in the first quarter.
Kicking off for Hennessy, number 11, Montoya. Backbeat for the Wolves, number 6, Peyton Stewart.
So here we go. We'll see if they kick that directional kick again, deep onside, straight down the middle. And again, we got a big opening. I can see why they're putting it there.
I would love to see him take about 3 steps forward.
I think that's an adjustment we will probably see at some point. That time he kicked it deep. It's going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line. That's Peyton Stewart. And again, he's got a little bit of a lane. He is at the 30, gets down to about the 35. Nice run. Fielded that at about the, about the 5?
I fielded that at about the 5-yard line. Got a full head of steam moving up the field.
Had a lane for a little bit. It closed, but he did pick up about 29 yards on that return.
I think that was a great return there. Peyton Stewart got some pretty quick feet, so
he's really became a weapon the more and more they've used him as the season went on.
I think as Hennessy goes on, they're going to realize they maybe don't want to kick directly to him.
Yeah, I think I would go back. I mean, they were almost successful in that first deep onside. And again, we still had that big opening. I would not be surprised to see that again. So heavy look, double tight end here for the Wolves. Handoff's going to go to Rawls, and Rawls is going to fight forward there. And again, I'll tell you what, everybody is stuck at the line of scrimmage. If he's able to make any tackles, break any tackles there,
he's gone.
That's a house call. So gain of about 6 on that first down run.
I'd love to see this drive take us deep into the second quarter is what I want to see here. I like the Rawls call there. Big. Anytime you get yourself into a 2nd and 5, that's always going to put you ahead of the game.
So, and again, if you look at their defensive line, they've got 5 guys all lined up at the line of scrimmage. There it is right there. Yeah, I thought he was about to. Again, if they miss with their front, if they're going to put 5 guys right, and they're all not a yard apart. So if any of them miss or if you get a block on them, you've got a wide open lane.
The last 2 or 3 tackles on Rawls have been by his shoelaces. And I think if he gets 1 step through there, like you said, and somebody doesn't snatch him, he is going to take it to the house.
So 1st and 10 now after the 7-yard run by Rawls. Handoff's going to go to, this time it's to Rance Digby, gain of about 6.
Rance kind of got tripped up on his blocker there, but still, 3 or 4 yard pickup. That's a good start to the drive, or a good start to the series, I guess.
Well, and like we were talking about earlier, the thing about Hennessy is they don't have a lot of big guys, and they're putting 5 or 6 of them at the line of scrimmage, and they're playing a lot of down, so that's going to wear them down as the game progresses.
They don't have a lot of big guys, but they don't have a lot of depth over there on the
no,
side of the
that's
field.
what I'm saying. And again, they've got 2, 4. I think they've got 7 guys all at the line of scrimmage right there. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge. He's got his room to run. He's at the 40, 35, 30,
he's going to score.
He's going to get there. They're not going to get him. Touchdown run by Dax Owens. Again, with everybody at the line of scrimmage there, they all bid on that inside run, and when they did it, he had a wide open lane once he made the first guy miss.
Well, look, Dax scored that touchdown. Long touchdown run. Did I want to see it to go into the second quarter? Absolutely. But am I okay with a big run like that? Absolutely. But that run was set up by the 3 previous plays of Brendan Rance by going right up the middle and beating him in the middle. And then all of a sudden they were only a yard apart, but I think they even shrunk that down a little bit more, and it allowed Dax to get outside and go score.
So Pullen's extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Wolves now lead 14-6 after Dax Owens' 53-yard touchdown run. Again, 3-play drive right there, ended in the 53-yard touchdown run by Owens. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Wolves leading now 14-6. And just like we always talk about adjustments. I think Hennessy is also going to have to make adjustments because they're getting gouged on the outside, and I think the only way to do that is to take a couple of those defenders they've got on the line of scrimmage and move them out or bump back into a different defensive back formation. And to do that, that's going to open up the middle more and more. So
yeah, absolutely. Brad, I just got a text. We just had our election. The world, kind of seemed like it was split a little bit. But if there's one thing we can all agree on in the world tonight, it is we all hope that Mike Tyson wears Jake Paul out. But the pre-show had just started for that. So,
okay, there we go. I didn't even know. I know it's tonight, but I didn't know what time the fight started.
The pre-show just started.
The main one starts at 10?
We can all agree in the world.
Let's hope there's a lot of running plays in this game so we can make it home in time to watch the Amazon broadcast.
Netflix.
Netflix. I'm sorry. Okay, broadcast of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
I would love to see Mike Tyson.
I would like to see him get destroyed. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's like who
knows?
You fight a 70-year-old guy.
Yeah. Well, Wolves get ready to kick
say
off
70.
Here.
I don't think he's really 70, but he's not very young. So Pullen's kick here, deep kick here. It's going to be fielded about the 20-yard line. He's at the 25, 30. He's got a little bit of room to run. Just down to about the 38.
I kind of lost him over there for a second.
And there he came out of the pile and still had a little bit of a lane in front of him. So 38
not
yard.
Sure what we're talking about here. I see the guys on the other side. I see there is a flag on the play.
Okay. So block in the back on the offense. That's going to move them back or on the return team.
So it's hard for me to tell whether there's a flag on the field because a couple of those Hennessy guys have those like yellow tape around their shoes.
Yeah.
And so I keep seeing that, thinking it's a flag, but that time there was a flag and I couldn't see it.
So that good return is going to get negated. So 18-yard return is going to get moved back to the 21-yard line after the block in the back by Hennessy. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Hennessy at the 21. So 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. That single tight end is also on the far side. Actually, I say that's a double tight end look. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Underneath to number 14, he's going to go down after a nice gain that time. Gain of about 17 on that play. Maybe about 12.
I think that one, all of our guys were worried about the deep guy, so we all moved back.
The deep guy, it looked like they were going to him initially.
And then he immediately checked down to the crossing route.
So 1st and 10 now at the 37-yard line or 38-yard line for Hennessy. 3 receivers to the near side. And again, it's one of those things. Hennessy looks like they're we're going to see if this continues, but it looks like they're just like that. That's why I didn't say it, because I figured I was going to say they've abandoned the run, and just like that, they put one on the ground right there. So
yeah, I don't think any team, if you become one-dimensional, it's a lot
too easy to defend.
It's too easy to defend. So I figure both of them will stay as much as possible. Unfortunately, Wyatt Fielding coming off the field and kind of holding that arm. But
So gain of 4 there is going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 at the 40-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side, shotgun formation. It's flanked by the tailback here. He's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a little pressure up front. Gets rid of the ball, gets rid of it late.
Good job there by that was number 12, Trey Melton. Saw the pass coming over his head, able to get a hand up and knock the ball away. Not allow that pass. D. Idleman was on a beeline for that quarterback.
I was going to say, and he did a good job of rushing first, making the guy reset his feet, and then kind of having to get rid of the ball quicker than he could.
I couldn't see who our defensive lineman was that had pushed their blockers black so far that the quarterback really had nowhere to go out that side, and that's what held the quarterback up and really allowed for that play to kind of fall apart for the Eagles.
So 3rd and 7 now for Hennessy at their own 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side here. Shotgun formation again, double tight. Quarterback's going to draw back, looking to throw the ball again, looking to go downfield. He's got some pressure up front. He's going to tuck it and try and run. He's going to get tackled out of bounds there, and he's going to be a loss of down.
Good job by Jackson Rance. They let go. No need for a penalty there. Don't hurt yourself.
Again, that's going to be a 4th and about 8. So that Wolves are going to get the ball back here unless there is some kind of fake. And again, I don't see them faking from their own 39-yard line, 38-yard line.
When you're on your side of the field, you have to, you
got to get rid of it.
You have to understand that that's not a good sign. So go ahead and punt this ball away, and Wolves will get it back.
So Melton's going to set up at about the 30-yard line. Again, short punt this last time they punted. We'll see what this one looks like.
Brad, I did hear Diego Moore told us he's going to keep us updated on the fight. So
okay, there we go. We're gonna need it. Some pressure there by the Wolves, and again, not a good punt. That one's going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, maybe 44, 43.
I don't know if Jackson got a hand on it or what. Kind of seemed like it
he
came
did
off
pressure
the weird. At least made him adjust a little bit, forced the errant punt. Punt goes out of bounds. Davis again going to get some good field position here.
Wolves are going to start. Looks like, let's see where they mark it here. It looks like, what is that? About the 44. Be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their side of the field on the 44-yard line.
Wolves have it, first and 10 at the 44.
Yeah, it's a sad world when we've got to where we're rooting for Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
So here we go. Handoff goes underneath to Rance.
Rance,
nice run. Lowered his shoulder, picked up what he could.
Ran
over
about
5.
Second guy tried to come up and make a tackle. Rance kind of made him pay for that one.
I was going to say, he's the one that delivered the hit instead of vice versa. So
picks up about 5 or 6.
Ball's at the 49-yard line, so gain of 5 there. Bring up a 2nd and 5. 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wolves leading 14-6. Heavy set again for the Wolves. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge. He's got lead backs in front of him again. He's at the 40, 35-30, 25-20. Got one guy to beat. He's going to come back in 10, get down at about the 5-yard line, and again.
Right choice.
Exactly right choice.
Right choice. Try to make that last guy miss, get you another chance, get you a couple more yards. Don't need to score at all. Just pick up the gain, hold on to the ball. Great job by Dax. Again, great job by the guys up front setting the edges.
So they have been getting gouged on that heavy set. Everybody is they're committing everything to the inside, and that there has been a lane open both times they ran it. Now Dax is a little slow to get around there after that tackle.
A 46-yard run.
So 46-yard run there by Owens. Again, I think we're going to get a timeout here. Well, we're going to go to the end of the quarter. So 14-6 after the quarter. Wolves threatening at the 5-yard line.
Pretty good first quarter by the Wolves. That one big play they gave up kind of let the guy fall behind them. Outside of that, I thought we played pretty well. Only a few penalties, a couple of penalties. They, 5-yard variety, like you said earlier. So right now, I think the Wolves seem like they've got their head in the right place, and hopefully they continue that into the second quarter.
So Coach is still out there kind of working on Owens. I don't know if it's a cramp or if he may have pulled something. Looks like a lower extremity. Now, he's still out there, still warming up, so I don't know if he's going to get subbed out or not. But looks like maybe they're working on that calf a little bit. And again, Owens already has about 100 yards. Like I said, the 2 long runs, I bet he has over 100 yards in this game already. And he's going to stay out there, so that's probably a good sign.
Yeah, that's definitely good. You want to see him be able to stay healthy, stay on the field.
Please stand as we take a moment to recognize all our veterans for their service. Thank you.
So Wolves out there right now standing for their veterans. Again, can't say
Absolutely.
thank you enough for all of the people out there that have served our country or continue to serve our country.
We were just talking about Fielding back in the game now. Had to come off for a second, but looks like he's back out there. So everybody's staying healthy so far.
Handoff's going to go to 30. Brendan Rawls. Rawls is going to see if he can get in. He's going to be close.
That guy was holding on for dear life.
He was.
His ankle. So
Brendan was treating him like a little backpack. He was carrying him along with him. He's like, you can hold my books. Hold on, we're going this way. Hennessy backpack is what that is.
Hennessy
I like to call
backpack.
that.
He's had a few of them tonight. So
let's go. We got to see if we can punch one in here. So heavy look again this time. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls. And again, Rawls, that time he did. He delivered the blow, and then somebody came and hit him when he was in the end zone.
Kind of pushed him over.
Yeah. But he is able to get in the end zone.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So Wolves now lead 20-6 with Pullen's extra point attempt to come. Again, we haven't said it, Bobby, but we do have to say we do have to remind everybody this is a Davis broadcast, broadcast by people that are participating from the school, 100% school sponsored. So we can be biased. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear a Davis bias, but unfortunately you're on the wrong broadcast if you don't.
We are a Davis broadcast. There's no doubt about that.
So extra point is good. Wolves now lead 21-6 with 11:26 to go.
So a couple of scores that, may entertain us as the night goes on and we get into the playoffs here. Vian, number 1, up over Kansas. That's to be expected, 21-0. The one that we match up with for next week, Antlers trails at Adair 6-8.
The one underneath that's the one that gets my attention.
Beggs at Alva.
Number 5 Alva.
21-0. Beggs on top right now.
Wow.
Holdenville up at Luther at Holdenville. Holdenville up 16-0 in that one. So
Bobby, you were missing the cheerleaders doing the push-ups.
Oh.
I don't know if they gave up or if they actually had enough that time.
I think they maybe jump numbers a couple of times.
I got you. Okay.
Hey, 14-15.
Yeah.
But
and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I don't want to do 21
no.
push-ups if that's what they were doing.
I don't want to do 3.
I don't want to do 3.
Yeah,
3 is a good number.
Yeah. I don't want to do 1.
My stomach doesn't want to do one
like
either. I promise
I feel like
you.
I did 10 push-ups just walking up the stairs up at the press box.
I feel the same way. I get out of breath walking up the stairs. So that might be an old man overshare right there. Just FYI.
It might be, but no. So we'll stay on top of those games that as we go on into this game. Nobody wants to look ahead whatsoever, but we'll stay on top of those, just kind of see what may work out.
We'll have to see what else is going on in Murray and Garvin County with Wynnewood and Sulphur both playing tonight also. Obviously not playing each other, but both in
Kingfisher
in
at Sulphur, I believe.
Wynnewood at Fairview, number 2 Fairview. And catch that on. Ooh, played well by the defense there. A lot of defenders in there. It looks like maybe Creed Rogers one that kind of finished that one off.
Looks like number 27, Jackson Wright, on the bottom of that pile, getting the first contact.
So played some pretty good downs on a pretty good series on defense. I'd like to see that kind of continue. Keep that momentum going. Got some substitutions. A few different kids up there up front now. Silva back out there. Gibson back out there, and now Fisher-Smith at the other tackle spot. 3 receivers to the far side. And again, this is what the formation they've had the most success out of. Played well that time by the defense. Again, they made him pay. Melton and Fisher-Smith both in on that tackle. Luke Johnson also. D. Idleman looks like kind of came off the pile also. So gain of about 5 yards there, but again, kind of made that guy pay at the end of it. He did not look like he got up and enjoyed that very much.
So you were talking about the Sulphur score. They are up 28-0 in the first quarter at home against Kingfisher.
So 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line. Of Quarterback looks to throw a little bubble screen back underneath. Good job by Eidelman there, staying home. Again, had a little bit of a room to run there. We almost were fooled by it, but Eidelman able to kind of recover. Shoestring tackle them. They're going to be stopped short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about. Let's see where they mark it. Boy, they've got it right at the stick. So that they may measure that one because right now they've got it right at the 3rd and maybe 1, 3rd and less than 1. Let's see. They're going to bring the chain out. It's going to be short of the first down, it looks like to me. So about 1 yard, so 3rd and 1 now.
Are they using that to mark the ball, Brad?
I don't know what they're doing. That's what I was trying to figure out. I think that is what they're doing.
It's exactly what they're doing.
I thought they were doing a measurement, but I don't think so. I think they're just remarking.
Well, I think they measured where they were,
and then
brought it used
out.
It to mark, set the ball. So
short about 1 yard, so 3rd and 1 from the 41-yard line for Hennessy.
Big 3rd down chance here for the Wolves to stop Hennessy and get the ball back.
So 3 receivers to the near side. Again, I kind of expect 15 or the quarterback to keep here. Let's see what happens. Quarterback does keep. I don't think he's.
They're going
to give him more than I thought he got. I didn't think he got. I think that's a terrible spot, but they're going to give him the first down. But I'll tell you what, I thought they stopped him short.
I did too. I don't think he ever even leaned over that far. But the referees see it differently. We're kind of at a weird angle.
That's the one thing. It's just us looking from a strange angle, trying to see where it's spotted. So again, not to say that the spot was bad. Just did not look good from here.
Didn't look where we were from, but.
So first down for Hennessy at the 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback's going to roll out again. Got a little pressure, looking to throw the ball downfield. Undercut that time, played well. Tayton Stewart and Dakota Carter in kind of coverage there. Stewart underneath kind of undercut that. And again, I was afraid he was going to get beat over the top. I thought he undercut it too much, but able to kind of get his hand on it.
Yeah, I don't. Coaches were kind of looking around like they didn't. It was a risky move by Tayton Stewart, but it worked out. Almost ended up with an interception off the tip drill, but does fall incomplete.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the same formation this time, opposite way. Quarterback's going to keep. Ooh, boy, nice hit that time. Out on the edge there by number 1, Dakota Carter.
Dakota Carter back seemingly full strength now, so just talking to his dad about him playing last.
Jesse DeMoss a little bit slow to get up there. I don't know if they kind of got into his legs a little bit there.
Number 5, Dakota Carter there for the Wolves. Gain of 3.
Ottom and Jesse DeMoss.
3rd and 7. And we've got a Wolves timeout. We're trying to do a substitution late there. With that, we will also take a timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming out of the timeout now. Got a couple of substitutions that look like Jesse DeMoss kind of coming up a little slow. Ottom came up a little slow. I'm not sure where they got mangled up in the pile or whatever, but Maverick Alexander and Jacob Silva in for those two guys.
So Hennessy, big 3rd and 7, 2 receivers to each side. Kind of clearing out, single back up there. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Go route that time, over the top to 10, and again, touchdown. Again, we talked about, so we undercut it last time and were able to kind of recover. That time we tried to do the same thing and just got beat over the top.
I don't think you're going to be able to do it. Was it a good play a couple plays ago? Yes, and no doubt. It worked out in our favor, but that is a risky thing that you're going to do. And right there,
it's a hit or a home run. It's a home run or a strikeout, man.
And right there, it was the strikeout for us. And unfortunately, that guy. And so you could say 2 out of 3 times they bit and gotten what they wanted out of that deal. So we're going to have to let that guy not get behind us if we want to keep them out of this game.
Again, came from the came off the corner and ran that little seam route. So Hennessy looks like they're going to line up and go for 2 here. They're going to call timeout. So again, Wolves looking to stop a 2-point conversion attempt here. Now leading 21-12 with 9:23 to go in the second quarter.
Brad, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of still looking at these scores, just trying to kind of keep up. Stroud up big, Community Christian 20-0 at Stroud. But the one that just blows me away is Beggs at Alva up 21-0.
Yeah,
that's kind of shocking to me.
I was impressed with Beggs when we saw them. I don't know that they were as impressive as the season went on. I know that they did have some injuries going into the Davis game, and they had more injuries after the Davis game. So maybe they got some kids back.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I thought they were a talented team. The D1 kid that they had at receiver, I thought was a really good player.
Athlete. It sets up for our district looking pretty well right now outside of that one game of Community Christian at Stroud.
So Adair starting to kind of pull away a little bit from Antlers, now up 16-6.
Congratulations, Lisa and Dave.
So here we go. They're going to go for 2. Still in that double tight look. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield, and he's got a guy open. Just like that, 2-point conversion is good. It's now 21-14 with 9:23 to go. Again, nothing real tricky about that. Kind of just snuck that guy out. Coverage was a little soft. He's able to make the completion, and it is a 2-point conversion is good. So 21-14, 9:23 to go in the first half. Again, Hennessy will get the ball coming out of halftime. They did defer in the first half. So here's where I'd like to see that long second quarter drive here.
Yeah.
Or if they want to do a one-play drive, I'm okay with that also.
Yeah, you're okay with it either way. But, I would definitely like to see – I think it works in our favor to have their defense on the field for an extended period of time, and really kind of start to wear those guys down because that's only going to work for us as the game goes on.
So here is where I expect to see that deep middle of the field onside, and it looks like we're kind of preparing for that in that they're walking up our three, not Stewart, who's still back at about the 10-yard line, but the three guys right in front of him. We always called those the up backs, but again, it looks like we're going to walk them up a little bit. And again, I would not be surprised. And then both guys in the line before that, which is it looks like it is Creed Rogers. I can't see who the opposite side is. It looks like they're kind of pinched in as well, just in case.
Number 21,
Ethan Rushing. Yep. Now we're gonna back off of that a little bit. So let's see if we stay in this or see if they try and put the ball down the field. Okay.
Line drive kick.
Good kick this time. Stewart's going to field it at about the 5-yard line. He's at the 10, 15, 20. He's got a lane, 25. Spins out of the next tackle, 35, at 37-yard line. So, again, about a 32-yard return there by Stewart.
Good return. The only thing I will say is as he kind of got towards his tackle, he wants to get those extra yards. Can't blame a kid for trying to get every yard he wants or every yard he can in that moment. But, man, stretching the ball out, that's a dangerous thing to do.
Better be careful if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So Wolves now at the 37-yard line.
The second really good return there by Tristan tonight. So, excuse me.
Tatum.
Yep.
I was going to say, I don't think Tristan.
Tristan's little brother.
I got
Tatum.
you. Yep, there you go. Heavy set again here for the Wolves. Little quick patch out on the end. Rolls it in open field, 40, 35, 30. 25 got one guy to beat. It's going to get pushed out at about the 18-yard line.
Great run. You said it. If you get him into where those guys miss right up front, it's going to be hard-pressed for somebody to catch him. But
So when I watched film on Hennessy, they had one side that the teams they played could consistently run outside on, and I think we have figured that out.
Yep.
Not that we need, we're just now figuring it out. Yep. I think we've known it. But again, that's just my own, because the film I saw, they started having to flip flop guys because they were getting gouged on one side on the outside.
And it's another Wolves first down.
So another heavy set this time for the Wolves. Another quick pitch out on the edge. This time to Creed. Rogers trying to get out on the edge. 30. Oh, we got a late flag. I think that's going to be a hold out on the edge there.
Creed Rogers on the carry. There's a flag down on the play.
Our Wolves are backing up as if they already know it is going to be a.
It is going to be against the Wolves, so it looks like it's going to be a holding call. Wolves' third penalty of the game.
Holding, that is the call.
Holding against the Wolves. Team-yard penalty from the spot. Backed up to the 21.
So ball's going to be backed up to the 21-yard line. Still 1st and 10, but at the 21-yard line now after that call. 1st and 11. Traditional wishbone look this time. Quarterback's going to go under center and hand off. He's got a lane. Rance Digby, see if he can keep his feet. He did. Touchdown by Digby there.
There is a flag down in the interior.
Also have one back here at the line of scrimmage also, it looks like. So I don't know if it's the same call.
There's a flag down on the play.
Holding against the Wolves.
So back-to-back holding calls here. Consecutive plays. It's going to erase the 21-yard touchdown run by Digby. Ball's going to be moved back to the 30-yard line. Now you got about a 1st and about 20.
Back up to the 30-yard line. Still first down.
I still think you stay with that run because
I agree. Yeah, we're taking up big chunks.
First down from the 30.
So again, they're going to come out in the same formation this time. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge here. He's going to keep his feet. He's still on his feet. I'll tell you what, he's ran out of bounds. And again, he was a little slow to go there. I know he's had a little bit of a calf issue, it looked like, but it's going to be ran out of bounds at about the.
So we're going to mark it right at about the 15.
15, yep.
So picks up a large amount of it back.
15-yard line.
Going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, 15-yard pickup there on the Owens run. And again, you could tell he was kind of laboring a little bit on that run. So
Second down.
Owens is going to go under center. Traditional wishbone look here. Handoff's going to go to Melton. He's going to get in the end zone. Oh, I thought he was going to get in the end zone. I jinxed him. 1 yard. He's got down at about the 1. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1 yard line here. Looks like they're going to mark it. I thought it was the 1, but it looks like they're going to mark him at the 2 here. So 1st and goal at the 2.
Gain of 13 yards for Melton.
So 13 yards on that Melton run.
First and goal.
Heavy set this time for the Wolves. And I was going to go to Rawls, and Rawls is going to fight.
He's
in.
Yeah, they marked him as a touchdown there. So.
A 2-yard
2-yard touchdown run by Brendan Rawls. So with 8:25 to go in the second quarter, Wolves now pull ahead 27-14 with the extra point attempt to come. Snap is up, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Just like that, 28-14. Wolves now lead by 2 scores. 8:25 to go in the second quarter. So we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
we're back.
All right, so Wolves leading 28-14, 8:25 to go in the second quarter. Wolves able to kind of overcome kind of a long drive there with a couple penalties. First and 20, able to kind of pick up 15 yards on that first down play, and then from that point on, they were didn't slow down, got in the end zone.
No, even when they put themselves behind the sticks a couple of times, they would pick up a big run. And, yes, they had a couple of penalties to reset those, but still able to move the ball down the field at will, seemingly, with the run game.
So third team pulling here to kick off. Deep kick's going to be fielded about the 25-yard line. Ooh. Tell you what, he had nowhere to go on that one. He kind of got sandwiched.
Yeah, Ethan Rushing, Jackson Wright, a couple of guys, Levi Laxton, all three kind of hit that guy. Ethan Rushing laid the biggest portion of that hit to that returner.
So here we go. Let's see what we can do defensively. I'd like to see us kind of keep the momentum on our side, get off the field here. Two receivers to the far side. Quarterback is going to immediately put the ball in the air. Hey, nice job that time by Dax Owens in coverage. Just knocked that ball out of his hand on a quick pass out. So incomplete pass can bring up a 2nd and 10. And again, I said it earlier, but Hennessy is becoming more and more one-dimensional here. You know, and I don't know if they gave up on running the ball. I think they're just having more success throwing.
About 75 to 25 right now. They're throwing the ball.
So 3 receivers to the far side now. Quarterback's going to keep it, looking to run the ball outside. Nice cutback that time by the quarterback, but going to pay the price at the end there. Again, tried to hit that initial hole. Was played well up front, especially at the nose guard position. Just kind of made him bounce it back outside. Picks up about 8 yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, but a 3rd and short now. 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 9, 3rd and 1.
And again, I've got a feeling you're fixing to see 15 get the ball here. Let's see what we got. Little quick option out on the edge there. Going to pick up a 1st down.
There's going to be a flag at hold. That's going to be coming back.
Yep.
Holder on the carry. Flag down on the play.
So, yeah, I think you were right. I think that is going to come back. Holding on the offense, so that they did pick up about 6 yards on that, but they're going to lose yardage and make it have to redo 3rd down. This time it's going to be a longer 3rd down they're going to have to get.
I thought they were throwing another flag, but it was actually just the referee tossing the flag back to somebody else.
So 3rd and 9 now for Hennessy. Go all the way back to the 36-yard line. So empty backfield this time. All 5 receivers out wide. 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bless you. So here we go. Quarterback's going to draw back, looking to throw the ball. Throws the ball on the little seam route again. I told you 12 was going to be the target, and he was. Incomplete pass to 12, right running that seam route. And 1st down now for Hennessy at the Wolves' 43-yard line. And again, I saw that play featured a whole lot against other teams, so I knew we would see it quite a bit. So 2 receivers to the far side. Quarterback's going to keep again on a little trap action, designated run. Again, he's going to pay the price. Host of defenders there going to bring him down.
I'm going to give him almost to the 35-yard line. Oh, there is a flag on the play.
Let's see what we got here.
Flag down on the play.
Hold. Let's see. Personal foul against the offense. I don't know what the foot action is. That's the first time I've seen that. I was trying to figure out. I'm assuming that's. I don't know if it's a chop block or what they called on it. They called a personal foul though, so it's got to be. Tripping is what we're getting from. I'm glad the other guys in that box know what's going on.
I had not seen that dance move as a referee call. So
yeah.
Makes sense.
He did the shuffle ball change out there, I think. But So here we go. It's going to bring them back. So back-to-back penalties now for Hennessy. That's a 15-yard. Well, not back-to-back because they pick up the first down in between them. But, again, that's going to bring them all the way back to the 44-yard line. So it's going to be a – we've got it marked as a second down. The field still has it marked down as first and 25. So second and 25. Okay, quarterback's going to roll out. He's under some pressure, makes the first guy miss. He's got a guy open. Tell you what.
They're going to say he caught it.
Gain of about 11 yards on that pitch and catch, and we're kind of lucky that the guy had to come back to get the ball because he was wide open.
I'm going to be real honest. I could swear that ball bounced from up here, but,
Yeah, I don't know that it was a catch. I mean, it was close, but I don't know that it was. But still, gain of about 11 yards on that first down play is going to bring up a second, very much more manageable now, second and 13. Now at the Wolves 45-yard line. So two receivers to each side again. Double tight look, empty backfield. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Going to be brought down after a gain of about 4. And again, to me, it looks like they're setting up a 4-down series here. We do have a guy down on the field, so. So it's going to bring up a third and about 7. So with an official's timeout on the field, we will also take a quick timeout. So you're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back. So we're back. Rogers getting some help off the field there, the freshman. Looks like he's got a kind of a lower extremity injury
looks like
here.
That left leg, ankle, knee, not sure which, but I'm going to pray that he is okay. It's always good to see him be, if they're helped off the field.
Yeah. So it's going to bring up a third down and about 8 here.
Third and 8 from the 40.
So two receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side, a little double tight end look again. And I would not be surprised to see 12 get the ball here again in that play. So played well. I don't know. I think that's a terrible call. 11 in coverage there, kind of undershot the receiver and knocked the ball away, but they're going to call pass interference. I did not see that at all.
I think
unless he had his arm hooked.
Yeah, I don't even know that he really had him hooked. I think the receiver was diving back for the ball. At the same time, Dalton made a dive for the ball. Dalton made a good play on the ball, but I think it was perceived that he shoved him to the ground, and that I just didn't see that. But
yeah, 15-yard penalty is going to be an automatic first down, or I guess not automatic first down, but it will be a first down for Hennessy now at the 25-yard line. That's the Wolves' 5th penalty of the game.
First and 10 from the 25.
Quarterback's going to roll back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Again, same guy, same play. That seam route.
You got to give it to that quarterback.
Yeah.
He saw a spot and threw it to a spot.
It was a good throw, good pass. I don't think the coverage was terrible on it. I think coverage was pretty good. But another touchdown there. Long touchdown pass.
Number 8, Holder, to number 10, Trio for the touchdown.
So going to have to account for 10 every time he's on the field because, again, they just keep going to that guy, and he's doing a good job with it. So looks like they're going to line up for 2 here. They're going to – they're going to motion over out of that swinging gate and go for the extra point attempt. So Wolves leading 28-20. Extra point attempt is up, and I don't think that was good. It went through, but, man, it hooked. So it's now 28-21, 5:33 to go in the first half.
Going to need the Wolves to go down the field, use up. We keep saying we don't want them to take up a whole bunch of time, but they seem to be moving the ball pretty quickly. But definitely want to, not leave too much time on the clock for the Eagles to come back down. But I definitely would like to see us punch one in before halftime, get a big momentum swing going into the break.
For the Hoganville game, Hayden Buckalow. For the CCS game, Shelby Mooring.
So I was going to look up some scores here. 2A2 scores for us.
So Beggs at Alva on top, 29-0.
Wow. In the second quarter, it shows.
7 minutes to go in the second quarter there.
Holdenville up 30-8 over Luther.
Adair kind of pulling away from Antlers, 22-6 now.
So I always like to see other scores from that district to that way you can kind of balance out how good the district is. So they also, their number 2 in that district is Colcord. Colcord currently leading Valiant 14-0.
The one that I'm going to be honest, the one that gets me is that Beggs and Alva game. So
yeah, it's interesting. So Stroud giving Community Christian all they want, leading 32-0 at half.
So Alva would be the 2 seed.
They would.
From that district, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, deep onside kick, and there it is. It's going to bounce. It's going to be fielded. Number 1, Dakota Carter there, is going to take that, get down to about the 40-yard line. So halfway decent field position here for the Wolves again. Wolves have had good field position, almost the full first half. So 5:29 to go before halftime. Wolves leading 28-21. I kept expecting at some point the Hennessy stands to fill.
They just didn't quite fill it.
And really there's open seats in our stands also. It's a good crowd for both sides, but could definitely still some seating available. So 1st and 10 now at the 39-yard line. Regular wishbone look here. Quick pitch out on the edge to Melton. Melton's got some room to run. 40, 45, 50.
He's going to go.
45, 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet. 25, 20. Gets brought down about the 20-yard line.
No, number 6 able to slow him up just enough to allow his teammate to make the tackle, but another great run there by Trey Melton.
Yeah, and that outside.
Again, the offensive line setting the edge for him, allowing him to get out there in open space. And we got some guys that when they get into open space, they're going to fly down the field. And Trey Melton, one of those guys, and he showed it right there.
So Melton, 41 yards on that carry. Wolves are going to motion into a traditional wishbone. Quarterback's going to go under center. Handoff's going to go to Jackson right this time. He's looking to kick the ball outside. Turns it back inside there. Good run. Sometimes when a younger tailback, and again, right, with him being a sophomore, they just have the tendency they want to get to the outside edge and outrun everybody. And again, that time
Smart choice
did
there.
the right thing.
Hesitated, realized that, hey, I'm not going to get out there.
I need to cut it back in.
Cut it back in, got upfield, and kept a 8-yard pickup there.
So ball is now second down at the 13-yard line. So second down and about 3. 7-yard run there. Heavy look this time for the Wolves. Handoff's going to go to Rawls. Rawls going to get in the end zone, untouched.
Again, offensive line doing a great job setting the tone up front. And just like that, we said we wanted to use up all the time, but Davis just having their way.
We used about a minute and a half on that clock. So
Davis just kind of having their way, driving down the field right now, really setting the tone offensively. Definitely want the defense to get a stop here.
That's the only problem about scoring as quick as we did, is we left a lot of time on the clock. Extra point attempt is up. Ooh, and I
don't know that one's good.
That one was no good. Must have been a bad hold.
Bad
snap.
Bad hold, bad snap, bad kick. They're all going to blame each other.
Yep,
but
It's one of them's got to raise their hand and take credit, but
Yeah.
the extra point attempt is no good, so it's now 34-21 Wolves. And hey, on the good side, maybe with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left, that means that we're going to get the ball again here in the second quarter.
It's possible. I would love to see our defense get a stop real quick right here, get the ball back with, that 3 minutes to go.
We've used one timeout, so we still have a couple timeouts available to us. And Dr. Mapes there was telling us it's Pullen's only his third miss on the year, and I know we know that for sure because we were talking about it last week again. That one just kind of came off weird, man. You could tell when it left his foot. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Something happened on that one. So
timing off, whatever, and that happens.
Holder, snap, kicker, one of them. Yeah. We'll let them all three take credit. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Because those guys together have been pretty automatic most of the year.
I will harass all three of them because all three of them are in media.
There you go.
Will be in class on Monday, so they will all hear about that one,
So 4:11 to go here in the first half. Wolves leading 34-21.
0-6-3-2.
All right, so here's pulling deep onside kicker. It's going to be fielded immediately. Fair caught it there at about the 35-yard line. Man, there's been a ton of offensive series between these two teams in the first half.
I don't think anybody would have had 34-21 at half on their bingo card.
No, that's a lot of points and a lot of series between them because there's been some 3-and-outs in there also.
Yeah, that's what's I guess mind-boggling.
The ball's going to be at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, there have been some punts in this game, and the score does not show that. But
So here we go, double tight look this time. Quarterback's going to roll it at the option. He's going to keep it. Ooh, bet he regrets that decision.
Landon Gibson kind of met him as he tried to cut back inside.
Yeah,
and that is a big guy you don't want to see coming right at you. So
quarterback is not he looks like he's a strong kid, but he doesn't look very large.
No.
We got their roster here, so he is number 8.
Number 8 looks like he's going to be about 5'10", 165, and he does not look like that's right.
I would guess probably 5'7", 5'8", but he's not very big. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw a ball downfield, has a guy open. Again, and we have seen that guy a bunch, which is number 10, because he's had several touchdowns in this game. That time throws the ball and caught it underneath. They're going to mark it. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, there is no chance that quarterback's 5'10". I would probably say 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Okay, he's going to roll out, look to throw the ball downfield. He's got a man open, 14. Completion again for Hennessy. Ball's going to be down, spotted at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, they're not taking a lot of time off the clock either here. So here we go. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw. A little screen pass, and again, running back was nowhere to be found on that, so I don't know if he ran the wrong route. Again, really featured a lot of screens. Or as Gabe told me the other day, they run a lot of guys downfield, and then they just kind of drop the ball behind them. It's like, I think that's called a screen, son.
That's a life lesson.
Yeah. I always, when he comes home, I always ask what you worked on or what the team, what you saw.
I feel like that would be a good football segment. Football with Gabe.
Yeah, it's a good one. It would be very entertaining, I can promise you. Okay, quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball. And again, 12 is the intended receiver, and it's a complete pass. So 1st and 10 now at the 21-yard line. Again, this looks like we got to tighten up back there because, and again, I kind of understand why we're trying to play off a little bit because we've been getting beat over the top. Well, now they're going underneath on us. So 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback's going to roll out again, looking to throw the ball downfield. Pitch and catch there to number 12 after a short gain. Gain of about 6. I say it's a short gain. I thought it was about 2 or 3, and then I realized he was further down than what I thought he was.
Yeah.
So a little over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Eagles threatening now at what looks like the 19-yard line. 14-yard line. Second and about 3 or 4. Quarterback's going to roll out. He's going to keep the ball. Going to pick up that first down.
Number 8, Holder.
First and goal now at the 4-yard line. And again, they're definitely want to use the clock now because there's about a little over a minute and a half here before halftime. So a little motion to the overload side. The quarterback's going to keep on that one. Played pretty well by the defense. Going to be stopped short. So it's going to be second down and goal from the 3-yard line. And again, if they're going to run the ball, now is the time to kind of stone them up front. With our big guys, make them have to complete the a pass here. Quarterback's going to keep again here, looking to kick the ball outside. He's going to get in the end zone. So touchdown Hennessy. Kind of a methodical, surgical drive down the field, throwing the ball.
Yeah, just kind of, went down the way, moving the ball through the air and got inside that red zone and able to pick up a few yards, little chunks on the run game there. So
with 55 seconds to go before halftime, Hennessy now 34-27 with the extra point attempt to come here. Looks like they're going to see if they're going to shift over here and kick the extra point.
11, Montoya.
Montoya's extra point attempt, a little bit of a high kick. Oh, no good.
Ball off the crossbar.
And again, it was a high snap, incomplete. So Wolves, and that's a big one because that Wolves can keep a 7-point lead,
full touchdown lead. So
now 34-27 with 55 seconds to go before halftime. And if it's me here, Bobby, I'm not taking a knee. I'm putting the foot on the gas.
Yeah, I mean I want to see what the return is. But to
me it's immaterial. I would like a good return, but I'm going to put the foot on the gas anyway.
We're picking up 20, 30 yards on these big runs, so I'm saying you're going to stick with that right there, try to set an edge, and get a guy all the way down the field and really give yourself a chance.
And I don't know that I want to throw a deep pass, but I do want to run the ball out on the edge. We've shown we have the ability to do that.
Yeah,
see what we can pick up.
Right now, it would be on our near side is what we've seen the biggest advantage on it. So I would love to see us work that side, but.
So still have a couple timeouts here. We're going to have about a minute, so we're going to have to go fast, and we need a good return to set that up. And again, if they want to kick a deep onsides here, I will take that and have a good field position with very little clock.
I wouldn't envision them doing that here.
Me neither.
Because they don't want to give up that short field that fast. But
they have gave 2 long returns on the kickoff.
Stewart has shown that he can put us back in good field position, even though they do kick it deep. So.
So deep kick this time is going to be he's going to let that. That was a good kick. Kicked it through the back of the end zone. So Wolves will take over at the 35-yard line. And good. The good piece of that, there's no time off the clock, so still have that full 35 seconds.
You said 35.
I'm sorry, I meant 20. I'm sorry.
At the 20-yard line.
I'm losing my mind, man.
I
was thinking kicking out of bounds, but
it'll be at the 20-yard line. And again, this is where I would love to see us set the edge here, get outside,
what we can do, yep.
And let's see how much we can pick up right here. I will say Tayton Stewart out to the near side. It made a fantastic catch up there last week at CCS.
So there you go, just like that. We're going to try and kick it outside. He's going to run out of bounds there after the first down gain. And only a loss of about 6 seconds off the clock after that about 15-yard run. So here's where I want to see us on the ball, ready to go as quick as we can here. And again, regardless of what we pick up, I want to see us go quick here. Got about 49 seconds to go. Wolves at their own 35-yard line. Heavy set again. This has been a heavy formation. Quick pitch out on the edge to Rawls. It's going to be a short gain. And again, need a quick timeout here, and we get one.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls on the carry.
Gain of about 2 yards on that. It's going to bring up a second down and about 8. Again, 44 seconds to go here in the first half.
Timeout. Wolves.
We're nearing that halftime mark. I'll go ahead and check us out. Check us some updates on some scores.
All right, let's have another drawing. $50 cash, courtesy of Daffodil Isle here in Davis.
Trying to, anyways.
Winning ticket number 0131036.
Oh, beat you to it, man.
Oh, man, I don't know. Mine just does not want to load. But
halftime at Alva, Beggs leading 36-0.
Wow, that is just man.
Number 5 Alva.
I don't know that anybody had that one on their bingo card either. But
Adair leading 22-6. Holdenville beating Luther 30-8 in the second quarter. Colcord beating Valiant 14-0. Stroud up 32-0 at half over Community Christian. And then Vian up over Kansas 21-0 at half.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Brad. Beggs is on our side of the bracket, correct?
They are.
Yep.
So quarterback's going to go under center here. Wishbone look this time. Little option out on the edge to Melton. Melton is going to cut up. Still got his feet. Going to get out of bounds, I think.
No, they're going to say
he's
in bounds.
They're going to keep winding here. So gain of about 6 on that. We're going to have to go. That clock is still going here, so.
Out to the 42.
Again, we called timeout, but, man, I think we thought we were out of bounds. Had to call that last time out there. It's going to stop the clock with 22 seconds left. Looks like Coach Parker's wanting to see from that ref if why the clock was wound here if we didn't get out of bounds.
Again, that ticket number is 0131036.
So now you're going to have to go downfield. You got 22 seconds. I'd like to see us let Pullen. We talked about it last week about getting him in field goal range and let him try a longer one.
If you can get up in that 20-yard
about
marker,
40 yards or so.
Yep.
You're going to have to go quick. So you're only going to get probably
maybe
3 plays.
We got one timeout left.
One timeout left, I believe. Well, we
just
one
took
early.
No,
we're out.
Yeah, we're done.
So
we're
going to have to get out of bounds or spike the ball to stop the clock. So I wouldn't mind seeing us go downfield to Stewart or to go downfield to one of those tight ends. So we're gonna come out in that double tight end look again. Heavy formation to one side. Quarterback is going to keep it out on the edge, looking to pick up what he can. He's going to go down, and he's going to be short of the first down, I believe. So we do not have a timeout, so they're going to mark it down a 4th down here. 6 seconds. We're going to have to go fast. We got it away, but not by much. Quarterback is going to look to throw the ball downfield and does. Intended receiver is going to be Tayton Stewart. It's going to be batted down, and we're going to go to half, leading 34-27.
That's the end of the first half.
So Wolves lead 34-27 and a half. Are we going to keep it here, watch the band? You tell me what the game plan is.
We'll keep the camera on the band for the halftime show, and then after that we'll go to take some advertisement break, and then we'll be back for the second half. We'll see you all in just a little bit.
Now the Army. The Marine Corps. And now the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, the pony of the game buckle, the Davis High School Marching Horse Band.
So we are back 34-27 halftime. We've got about a minute and a half before the start of the second half. Wolves will kick off, so Hennessy will get the ball to start the second half. And again, Hennessy able to kind of get some momentum there to stop, to end the first half. Wolves had a couple score leads there a couple times. Hennessy be able to fight back and, again, make it a one-score game. So Wolves are going to have to. They're going to have to come out on fire on defense. See if we can get a stop, get the ball back, kind of put the pressure back on Hennessy, change momentum here. So I did talk to when I was down there grabbing something to drink and use the restroom and all that at halftime. I was able to talk to Josh Rogers, Creed Rogers' dad, to see kind of what's going on with him down there. And he said he really didn't know. He said he thought it might. Said it's in the knee, lower extremity area. He said he thought it might be like a bruise on his knee. But again, it's one of those things that I don't think we will see him again this game. But again, it's hopefully it's not nothing serious with that young man. Let's see. Yeah, and he's on the golf cart, so that's a definitive now. He's got it iced up, and it is in the knee area. So his dad told me that he's had a little bit of an ankle issue, so he thought it was the ankle initially, but again, looks like it is going to be in the knee area. So hopefully it's not something more serious. Again, the freshman has he's played more and more as the season's kind of went on there. Offensively, he's at a position where we've got some pretty good kids. Defensively is where he's that will feel that a little bit more. We've got beat up there at that linebacker spot.
Outside linebacker spot, but I do feel like he's played well this season. Almost kind of. Put himself as
he's forced himself into the lineup,
into
which is
a backup almost
to
Brendan. So definitely would like to see him back. I don't want to put anything at risk, obviously, but
sure.
We are definitely better with him suited up. For sure.
Yeah, 100%. So again, got to put about 2 more minutes on the clock. So I got about 2 minutes here before the start of the second half.
So Brad, Mr. Maves calling out some scores a while ago. Beggs up big at halftime, 36-0 over Alva right now.
That's surprising.
I don't think anybody saw that one coming. Almost about the same amount of people that saw 34-27 going into halftime of this one.
Yep.
So
I was going to say that's a lot of points in the first half.
That is a lot of points in the first half, and a lot of series. Like we said, there was multiple 3 and outs. There was punts on both sides, but I feel like both teams. When they scored quick.
Yeah.
And so I know we talked about what, Brad, I'm going to say what I want to see the second half. I think we did better than we have the last couple of games mentally. Of course, we had a couple of those big plays where we let the guy slip behind us or whatever. But, penalty-wise, I think we've done well this game so far. I would like to see us I don't want to score quick on the edge like we have been, but I would be perfectly content seeing a long drive, running the ball, kind of beating this defensive line up for Hennessy, and really try to maintain that clock, that possession. But on the defensive side, we're definitely going to have to start to really kind of tighten it up and not letting them pick us apart. When they beat us over the top, they sling it over the top, and then if they slip underneath, then that quarterback's just picking us out. So I'm going to say, it's not solely on the defensive backs. I would like to see some real pressure on that quarterback to not let him have time to make those throws.
Because when we have applied the pressure up front, he has he's struggled a little bit to complete those passes. So again, and that just makes sense because he doesn't have as much time to set his feet and let his receiver get open and things like that. But again, going to have to keep getting pressure on him. So I think we almost overcorrected after we got beat over the top a couple times. Kind of gave a little bit more of a cushion than we're probably comfortable doing. So I think we're going to have to kind of close that gap again. And again, that put you susceptible to being beat over the top, but sometimes you gotta roll those dice and say make them do it.
Right.
So here we go. This is a good opportunity to kind of set the momentum right here for the defense. You know, we talked about there being some punts. There were not very many in the first half by either team.
No,
you don't get very many when the score is 34-27.
no, there weren't. But there were 3 and outs.
There were.
That's what you would look at that score and think there weren't any. But
Yeah.
but each team had one, or I think Hennessy might have even had 2 in there. So
Here we go. Wolves will kick off. It's getting cool out there tonight.
it feels like a football game.
Feels
tonight.
like football weather tonight.
Yeah. It's been 70 degrees all the way up until now, but
Poland's kick here is going to be fielded about the 20-yard line at the 25-30. Good job that time by the defense. That guy had some quickness, just kind of met that pile of defenders. Looks like that was number 7, Nick Pruitt I believe that's Pruitt in coverage, if I'm not mistaken. Came down with the tackle there. So Hennessy with their first possession of the second half will start at the 35-yard line.
looks like the front of Fielding, DeMoss, and can't quite see who's on that far side over there.
So 2 receivers to each side here for Hennessy. Quarterback's going to roll back, looking to throw the ball. And again, got his initial man covered, tucks the ball, and is going to run. Defender, I don't think on that side saw that he was shadowing his man.
Ottoman was kind of faced up on his man, and unfortunately didn't see it, and the quarterback able to scoot for about 10 yards. And we saw the pressure get there, which is what we wanted, but you got to be able to contain him when you get him in there like that.
About 15 yards on that carry, so on that quarterback keep. And again, he just kind of had to tuck it and run, and showed a propensity to do that well in the scrimmages or in the games that I saw earlier. So 1st and 10 now at midfield for Hennessy. The quarterback's going to draw back, looking to throw the ball downfield on a double move. Ooh, only guy that had a shot at that one was Owens, and he went up for it. Defender, actually the offensive player had to play defender there and kind of knock it down, so incomplete pass. Good job by Owens there staying home on the double move. Let's bring up a 2nd and 10 now at midfield. So here we go. Little trap action here to the running back. And again, nothing going there. Again, Wolves have really done a good job of shutting down the Hennessy running game. And again, this is a Hennessy team that ran for 525 yards their last game. So they do have an ability to run the ball. And again, when I say they've shut down the running game, they've shut down the running back. Still need to work on the quarterback. He's had some good runs.
Give that quarterback credit. He doesn't get anything downfield and does see the field well enough to get down the field when he needs to.
So gain of 1 is going to bring up a 3rd and 9 here. So 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a little bit of pressure, trying to avoid the initial tackle, and he does. He's got some room to run now. I'll tell you what, I think he got a first down on that. And again, went all the way back across the field.
I don't know. D. Eidelman took a shot that, man, I think was really close to, blocking the back, whatever you want to call it. But refs did not see it that way.
So 1st and 10 again. They needed 9, picked up 10. Now at the Wolves' 40-yard line. And again, good coverage downfield that time. They just kind of lost contain on the quarterback. That backside defensive end is going to have to stay home. Handoff's going to go to the tailback here. And again, not a good job by the tailgate of keeping his feet dry. Looked like he was going to get stopped for no gain. He's going to pick up about 3.
That running back kind of getting up a little
slowly.
He
he looks a little shook up himself there. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and about 5 from the 35-yard line.
Gain of 5 for Hart. 2nd and 5 from the 35.
So 2 receivers to each side here. Quarterback's going to drop back looking to throw the ball. Still looking. Got a little pressure up front. Breaks the initial tackle, still on his feet, and he's going to lose yardage there. Good job by the defense there. Again, pressure up front, able to escape the initial pressure, but able to bring him down after actually as a loss here. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now after that 5-yard loss. Balls goes back to the 40-yard line now.
Defensive back's doing a really good job of not giving him the spot to throw the ball and really forcing him to do something. That time, able to bring him down.
3rd and 10 from the 40.
So 3 receivers to the near side here. Quarterback's going to put a guy in motion. Again, quarterback's going to keep it here. Ooh, boy, howdy. He took a hit there. Designated quarterback run there, and I'll tell you what, he took a hit. He popped back up, though, so that's a tough kid.
He kind of rolled over and jumped back up, but he is not moving like he was before.
So gain of about 4 there is going to bring up a 4th and about 6. So we're going to see if they stay on the field here. I think they will at the Wolves' 35-yard line. So looks like it's going to be a 4th and 6 from the 35-yard line. They are going to keep the offense on the field here. I think that's a different – no, it's –
It is the same quarterback.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Quarterback's going to roll out. He's looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a man open. Oh, it's intercepted at the 50, 40, 45, 50. Jackson Wright with the interception.
All right, good job by Jackson Wright. Quarterback just kind of underthrew it a little bit. Jackson saw it coming in, snatched it out of the air, and got down the field.
So INT there. And Wolves got to stop. That's what we need to do. Now they come back on offense. Ball's going to be at midfield. It's a good field position to start the second half for the Wolves. Again, the defensive backfield has played much better to start the second half.
I'm going to give a shout out. Good. I don't know if you saw Coach Martin grab him as he went off the sideline on that. I thought Coach Martin was kind of clotheslining him, but.
So here we go. Melton splits wide. Flexbone quarterback's going to keep. We've got a flag already, so good run. Quarterback's still on his feet. He's going to go down after. He's going to get a first down. Oh, he's still going.
That's it.
I think that's going to be I think it's going to be illegal motion here. Let's see what we got here. We do have a flag. We do have a flag on the play. They're going to call an illegal shift here on the offense.
Now, one thing I think they missed, and the crowd's kind of letting them know it right now, is the end of that play almost looked like a horse collar. You really kind of ripped the helmet off from the backside of Dax Owens. But unfortunately, that one was not called.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Wolves. I believe that's our 6th penalty of the game. I've been trying to keep track. I think we had
Dax
5
Owens having to come off the field for one play.
Yeah, he lost his helmet
because he lost the helmet. So
we're gonna get a wildcat play here is what's coming. So Rawls in. Actually, no, we
Gage Kopenberger.
Kopenberger is in. It's gonna be a heavy set look this time. And I said it was gonna be a wildcat. I was right. Who was gonna get the ball? Just a short gain there. Gain of about 3 on that. First down. I thought that was a first down play. It looks like it's now second down. Second down and about 12.
Dax Owens back out on the field now.
So ball at the 47-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards for Rawls. Second down for the 48.
Owens back in quarterback. This time he's going to keep the ball. He's going to get upfield. He's at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. That's going to be a touchdown.
Okay, so the whole play was going to the far side of the field. Defense went with him, and the second Dax was able to kind of see the field a little bit, able to see a wide open near side. cut the ball back to the opposing side. Nobody was just anywhere near that could catch him.
So touchdown run there, 47-yard touchdown run by Owens. Wolves able to build on that lead. So here's Pullen's extra point attempt.
The extra point, 13, lead by Pullen.
Kick is up, and it is good.
And the kick is good.
Just like that, Wolves now lead 41-27. Able to make Hennessy pay there for the interception. Again, long Owens touchdown. That's his third long touchdown run of the game. And again, he looked a little hobbled there in the first half. He did not look hobbled on that play.
No. And a lot of it may be adrenaline. But right there, he showed, man, that's not a quarterback you want to make mad. Because he's going to make you pay for it. So and he did exactly that.
He got his one play rest, and that's what happened from it.
So
he was well rested on that for that
exactly
run.
Right. That's all he needed.
So 7:17 to go in the third quarter. Wolves now leading 41-27. Oh, here we go. We got some push-ups going on down there. Let's see what we can get to.
They got a lot of them. They try to get in there.
0-1-3.
I think they gave up. I don't think that was 41 push-ups, but maybe I'm wrong.
Man.
1-0-9-6.
And then go up from
That is
37.
the last.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
okay.
there we go. That makes sense.
So they started at 37 is what we're being told. So
That's kind of like doing 41.
Yeah, that's
I
close.
like that. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to do 50 push-ups a day, but I'm going to start at 48. So defense, I thought, played well that first series. Let's see if we can kind of build on that momentum here again.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Hennessy doesn't have the amount of subs that we do on the sideline. I see quite a few guys over there not suited up. You don't know if that's injuries or whatever, but unfortunately for them, they're not able to play. And so that, Hennessy's getting hit pretty hard consistently, and that's going to start to wear him down.
Deep directional kick here is going to be fielded and fair caught at the 35-yard line. I couldn't tell if that young man was actually going to fair catch that either. I was waiting to see if he
looked
took
like
off.
he wanted to take off, and I don't know if you saw it, but a couple of his deep return guys came running up behind him going, kneel it, kneel it, kneel it, telling him, get down, get down. So
Hennessy's second possession of the half. This one's going to start at their own 35-yard line.
Push the 10 for the 35.
Again, two receivers to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Quarterback's going to roll that direction. Got a little pressure up front. Quarterback on a designated keep there. Ooh, he's still on his feet. Good run that time. Again, designated run. He's going to pick up 10 on that first down carry.
Out to the 45.
Again, there was no pass attempt on that one. That was a designated run from the get-go.
Well, that quarterback's trying to kind of really put it on his back right now and carry his team, get them back in this game.
So 1st and 10 for Hennessy after the 10-yard run. Ball now at the 45-yard line. Same formation this time, except to the opposite side. Again, quarterback run, looking to see what he can pick up. Good yardage there again. Gain of about 9 on that carry.
Number 8, Holder.
And again, we knew that they would make some adjustments. The adjustment has really been, we've kind of dropped some of our linebackers back in coverage a little bit more to kind of adjust, letting them throw that underneath route. To counter that, they've now kind of introduced the quarterback run game a little bit more and pick up what they can. And it's been pretty effective on these first two series.
Looks like they're going to pause for a measurement on that last run. It is going to be a first down.
So 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Wolves leading 41-27.
And now for a first down. Push the 10, Hennessy at the Wolves 45.
So Hennessy now 1st and 10 at the Wolves 45-yard line. Two receivers to the far side. Double tight end look. Quarterback is going to throw a little screen pass or bubble screen back underneath. Not a whole lot there.
Yeah, defended pretty well by the Wolves. Kind of saw the receiver kind of making his way for that bubble screen pass.
And I thought it was a bubble. It was really a tunnel screen is what we were looking at there. So gain of about 3 on that. But I agree. Backside defenders played that pretty well.
Kind of stay
really
home
limited.
and let the play develop before they committed to a ball carrier.
2nd 7. Quarterback's going to run the ball again here. We got to do a little bit better job of tackling there. We're doing a lot of arm tackling. He's running through them right now. So. So here we go, another 1st and 10 for Hennessy, now at the 34-yard line.
Gain of 8 yards, 1st down at the 34.
Again, designated run again by the quarterback here. Played a little bit better up front that time. Both linebackers able to kind of make a play on it. Gain of about 6 yards on that. And again, I said played better because we only gave up 6 yards instead of 9. So got to keep getting better on that. But
2nd and 5 for the 29.
They're going to say 5 yards on that one. So ball now at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 5. Again, quarterback's going to look to throw the ball now. Looking downfield, got some coverage. He's going to be sacked. And again, that's what we needed right there. Fisher Smith in to make the play.
Shed his block, got his arms on the quarterback, didn't let go. Good job.
Tried to run that play action downfield, and really we had a blanket of coverage downfield on him.
Defensive backs have played much better.
They played well here in the
second half thus far. Really not giving up those deep passes or anything like that, and really not giving up the short ones either. But a really good job by Fisher Smith there to get away from the block defender and get the sack.
So 3rd and 12 after that 8-yard loss. Ball at the 37-yard line. So 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback going to throw a little bubble screen. There's your screen we were looking for. And again, 14, we've got to make a play on that. That young man, again, he had way too much room there. He's going to pick up the 1st down. .341 to go in the first quarter. First quarter. I can't talk. How about the 3rd quarter? 1st down and 10 for Hennessy at the 20-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. And again, same receiver. This time it's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. It's going to be another 1st and 10 for Hennessy. Now at the 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. So here we go, Hennessy threatening.
1st and goal at the 9.
Quarterback's designated run here. Man, the defense played well. D. Eidelman, nice job setting the edge, giving him nowhere to go.
Yeah, able to make that quarterback try to cut back in, and unfortunately for him, there was a whole pack of wolves there waiting for him.
So that's going to be a loss of 1, so it's going to bring up a second and goal from the actually loss of 2. So it's going to go back to the 10-yard line now, so 2nd and goal from the 10. Two receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. I got a feeling the near side is who. Nope, they're going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Got some pressure up top. Ball is underthrown, and I think it's intercepted by Dalton Heffley. In the end zone, Heffley with the interception. Back-to-back INTs for the Wolves, last 2 possessions.
I'm trying to see if they're marking that at the 1 foot line.
Yeah,
or
I think he was in the end zone. Oh, and they are going to mark it they are going to say he was in the end zone, so Wolves will take over at the 20. Again, good job by the defense, getting back-to-back turnovers, first two series of the second half.
I think Wolves able to drive down the field, put points on the board right here.
Boy, really that's going to put a whole lot of pressure on them.
A whole lot of pressure on Hennessy and really kind of demoralize them.
I was going to say, those back-to-back interceptions, again, gotta execute now though, and go down and put some points on the board. So 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Wolves leading 41-27. Back in a traditional wishbone look now for the Wolves. Handoff is going to go to Rance Digby there for a short gain. Well, I say a short gain. He actually picked up about 4 there. It's a little more than I thought. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line.
I think it up 2 scores, inching closer to that fourth quarter. Not in any big hurry for the Wolves.
So heavy set this time for the Wolves. This was really effective in the first half. Oh, Rawls is on it. He's still, boy, I'll tell you what, he had one guy to beat. That was a gain of about 17 or 20 on that run, but that one guy was holding on for dear life. He had a Hennessy backpack on there.
Yeah, he had another Hennessy backpack on, but another big run up the middle for Brendan Rawls.
You know, they really haven't had to feature Rawls. Hennessy is selling out against Rawls, and again, it's opened up the running lanes for Owens. Now they're overcompensating towards Owens, and Rawls is having some big lanes. And part of that is we're getting later in the game where they're starting to get wore down up front. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the 38-yard line. Looking to throw the ball downfield. Owens is he's just going to tuck it and gets out of bounds there. Looking for Wyatt Fielding downfield there.
Picks up about 2 or 3.
And again, it was able to kind of get the edge there around the defender. The defender looked like he might have had a play on him. Picked up made something out of not a whole lot that was there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 41-yard line. They're going to motion into that double tight heavy look again. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls underneath. Still on his feet. Going to be close to that first down. I think he's going to be short. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to mark him short about maybe 1.5 yards. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 1. Ball at the 47-yard line.
I'd like to see us pick up the first down right here and then let that play clock or let that game clock roll all the way into the fourth quarter.
Got about 1:06 before the start of the fourth here. 1:06 left in the third. Wolves leading 41-27. Again, doesn't look like we're in a big hurry here. About 12 seconds still on the play clock.
Yeah, no reason to be in a hurry right here.
Double tight look this time. Flex bone. Oh, kind of a broken play there. Good job I'll tell you what, good job by the quarterback. Broken play. He looked to either fake the handoff, and there was nobody to hand off to. Somebody had a misread, so he just tucked the ball and took off, able to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 for the Wolves now at the 47-yard line on the Hennessy side of the field. Maybe 48. 5 yards on that play, so going to have one more play here in the third quarter. About a 6 or 7 second differential here. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Again, another heavy look this time, double tight end. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls inside, and again, Rawls is punishing guys up front. He's still on his feet. We got a late flag, but I'll tell you what, he punished 2 kids, and again, it looks like we're going to get a hold downfield, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful run, and I hate to see that one get wiped away, but they're going to. Again, the problem was it was actually thrown behind the running back, so that means we were blocking downfield for a guy that was already past us.
I think they're going to get Wyatt, and Wyatt was about 2 steps ahead of him.
I think it was someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was close, but he kind of threw it right in that general area, and poor Wyatt Fielding immediately turned around and was like, not again.
It was not him, but
okay.
It was but yeah, I saw who they got, but it was not him. Now, I did not see the penalty, but I wasn't watching. So we've got let's see what's going on here.
Okay, so that's not typical. The run was so far that even with the holding penalty, they're having to measure to see if we still get the first down.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like they're gonna say just short, so it'll be first and about a foot. It'll be first and about a foot.
First and about a foot. So
I mean that's
it is literally a foot away. You are right.
Not typical after a penalty. Do you see a first and a foot? But
Yeah. So that's the end of the third quarter. We are going into the fourth. Wolves leading 41-27. They are trying to add to that lead on the Hennessy 38-yard line.
So shout out to the 280 people we've got watching with us tonight. We're glad to have each and every one of you.
So, Bobby, let's take us a quick break while we're resetting here. You're listening to Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start this fourth quarter. Wolves on top, 41-27, with the ball in the Hennessy end of the field, about the 39-yard line. Going to line up in that heavy set. Rawls going to take it right up the middle. Gets the one man to beat, and actually that man does bring him down, but another big gain for Brendan Rawls.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls on the carry.
Picks up about 10 to the 29-yard line. Right now, the offensive line, Brad, just kind of having their way with that defensive front of Hennessy. So,
and again, you see a lot of guys with their hands on their hips.
Yep.
So usually a pretty good sign that they're getting wore down up front. Another heavy look this time for the Wolves. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls, and again, Rawls he's punishing people up front now.
Number 30, Brendan Rawls.
Gain of about, let's see where they mark it. I think it's going to be a gain of about 9. It's going to be at the 21-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 1. Again, this drive started all the way back at the Davis 20-yard line. And again, flip the field here now at the Hennessy 20. Another heavy set. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls, and again, Rawls going to be able to pick up that first down. So Wolves now at about the 14-yard line, 15, right in that ballpark. 5-yard run there by Rawls is going to bring up a first down again for the Wolves. Another heavy look here. Handoff's going to go back to Rawls underneath. Again, a little bit shorter gain there.
So, Brad, I was mistaken earlier. Beggs is not on our side.
Oh, they're not? Okay. I was thinking 2 and 3 were on the same side of the bracket.
That's what I thought, too, but they are not. It is Community Christian is on our side. Okay. They're playing Stroud. But
So 9:56 to go in the ball game. Wolves leading 41-27, and they are threatening at the 10-yard line, trying to add to that score. So here we go. Wolves are going to keep it. Owens is going to keep it himself. He's going to get in the end zone. I think that's touchdown number 4 for him on the game.
Yeah, I mean, Beggs. Hennessy selling out to stop Rawls right now because Rawls was that whole drive. And a good play call there. They all sold out. There was nobody out there to stop Owens on the little
So I've
roll out to the side.
I've really liked the offensive game plan in this game.
Yeah, I think it's been great.
I think it has really fit our personnel. It is really, it's really played to our strengths. Kick is up, and it is good. Just like that. Wolves now lead 48-27. But again, I think I've really liked the play call. We've really maximized where we're at. Some of the stuff that I saw on film that I thought would be open for us, we've really attacked.
Yep.
And again,
well, a lot of it, and even after some adjustments, most of our stuff has come out of that heavy set.
Sure.
And I think that's where, and I don't go into anything different. It's working,
I agree.
Whether we put the ball in the air, whether we put the ball on up the middle, on the edge, it's mostly all come out of that heavy set. And right now it's working really, really well.
There we go. Let's see how many we do down there. Oh, there.
That's 45.
I think they might have started at 40-something.
Yeah.
They're still doing the old, I don't know what to even call that. It's not a push-up, really. They're
pendulum. Pendulum's the other way, though.
Yeah,
so
it's a guillotine is what it looks like. But they kind of throw the cheerleader back and forth there.
Poor Kinley's son. She's just getting bullied, thrown
She
around.
is, yeah. So, super explosive first half for both teams. Second half's been all Wolves. So, again, defensively able to get 2 back-to-back turnovers, kind of put some distance in this game.
Kicking off for the Davis Wolves, 13, Levi Puller. Back for Hennessy, 2, Richardson, 10, Rio, and 13, Cutler.
So, deep kick by Pullen is going to be fielded about the 25-yard line. Kind of stutter steps, makes the first guy missing. Ooh.
I just ran into
Mr. Rory Rogers hammered him there.
I just absolutely leveled that returner.
And I don't know if she was laughing at Mr. Rory Rogers or laughing that she saw her boyfriend make the tackle, but she was laughing behind us one way or the other. Oh, she was laughing at a celebration. I didn't even see that.
I didn't either, but I bet you she will let him know about it later on.
That's exactly right. Was it a good celebration, Rory, is the question of the day. She said she doesn't know what it was. Okay, all right.
She said if you're going to do something, at least do it right.
Yeah, at least impress me with your dance at the end, right?
That's funny.
Okay, so here we go. 1st and 10 for Hennessy at the 32-yard line. Boy, I'll tell you what.
They're going to mark that as a backwards pass.
No,
and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what he wasn't. The receiver didn't look like he was in a hurry to get that. The ball was non-catchable, but I don't know if he realized, but that looked like it was a backwards pass.
That's what they've marked it, and they marked it as a loss.
That's a loss of about 6 yards on that pass attempt. Or I guess it's a fumble now.
Yeah.
So it was a backwards pass. So 2nd and 16 now at the 25-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Oh, man alive. He just got smashed up front. Wow. Let me see who that was. I could not tell when it happened. I think that's 27 Jackson Wright, I believe. No, that can't.
That's going to be somebody on the front.
Fisher Smith is who that was.
And Fisher Smith absolutely just leveled the quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just never saw him coming or what, but.
Wow. So this is going to be a long 3rd down. So 3rd down and about 23 maybe. So 3 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to pass again. Looking to throw the ball downfield, trying to avoid the Okay, we got another penalty on him right there. He tried to just get rid of the ball when he tried to cut back away from the defender. Didn't escape him, just kind of threw the ball up. I think that's going to see where they threw it where I think it's going to be grounding, but we'll see what they call here.
I don't know that. I mean, he was way out of the pocket, right?
He was out of the pocket, so
it
it can't be grounding. So I don't know. Let's see what we got here. They're saying it's holding is what it looks like. Let's see here. Face mask on the defense. So it looks like 7th penalty of the game for the Wolves. Looks like it's an incidental face mask, so it's still going to bring up a.
There's going to be a replay of 3rd down.
Yeah, third and about maybe 17 now. So replay of 3rd down. Here we go. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw a ball downfield. He has got a guy wide open. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but not by much. So I think they are probably going to go for it at this point. We're down to 8 minutes in the game. Them trailing by several scores here, and it's going to be a 4th and about maybe 1 or 2, maybe 2. It looks like. So I'd like to see us get some pressure up front here.
Yeah, absolutely. Contain the
make
quarterback,
make them
obviously,
earn it
but
if they're going to run it. So quarterback's going to stay in the shotgun. They're going to try and overload here. And they're going to run to that overload side. Ooh, defense. I don't think he got it. D-line, I'll tell you what, they gave him a heck of a spot, it looks like. But
I think that was Jesse DeMoss and Maverick Alexander both there on that play. Really stopped that quarterback and held him up, not allowing him to get to the 1st down.
Boy, let's see where they're going to get a measurement here. But
they're going to call for a measurement. Man,
I don't think that was a good spot at all.
That spot's real close.
So here we go. We're going to see that was a 4th and about 2. Again, played well by the defense. We're going to see if he got enough. It was pretty close. I think it's going to be short. Oh, man, it is right there. Let's see. You got 3 of them looking at it. It's that close.
They're going to say first down.
Say first down. So coaches are down there with their hands out. So it looked like that coaches are saying it was short, and it to me it looked like inches short, but I think it was close enough I couldn't tell.
Everybody on this side of the field thought that, but.
So 1st and 10 for Hennessy now at the 41-yard line after the short run there by the quarterback. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Has a man open, thrown behind a receiver. Be incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Had a little room to run there, just threw the ball a little bit behind the receiver, and he couldn't come back and get it.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout, Davis Wolves.
So with that, we will also take a timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back. Okay, so we are back. 7:24 to go in the ballgame. Wolves leading 48-27. Hennessy with a 2nd and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side here. Again, Hennessy's going to put the ball up in the air. Quick pass out to 33. He's going to pick up the first down there.
A little quick pass right across the middle. Man, give it to that quarterback. That quarterback has got able to throw to a spot really well.
Tough kid, too.
Yeah.
He is taking some shots in this game.
Some shots, and run the ball well, thrown the ball well. That kid is a heck of a player. I'm anxious. Is he a –
I think he's a senior.
He is a senior, so –
Hennessy's going to drop back, put the ball in the air again. Went to the kid again. This time it's going to be a short gain. So Carter able to wrestle the ball away from him, but I will say
I think he wrestled away. I think when
did.
they went to the ground, the other kid
Kinda
had the ball.
it,
So
yeah.
Kudos to Carter for being able to muscle the ball away from him. But I do feel like they were down when he got the ball away from him.
So 2nd and 10 now from the 45-yard. Well, I say 45-yard line. How about the 43-yard line? Second and 8. Hennessy still in that double tight look, trying to get the ball downfield to 12, like I said. Ooh, I'll tell you what, we came up with the interception, but I think he was out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it.
Man, there was a big-time hold on the far side. Maverick Alexander was making a beeline for that quarterback. Unfortunately, it was getting held up, but referee just didn't see it. So
nice job of Melton kind of jumping that route, though, right along the sideline. Said he intercepted out of bounds, and again, they are able to maintain possession, but it'll be a 3rd and 8 now for Hennessy. Again, ball still at about the 44-yard line. A little over 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Handoff's going to little double pass here, intended downfield for number 14, and that was an ugly pass.
That was.
I don't know if somebody might have got their hand on it. But,
I think that was just a running back trying to throw the ball and it didn't work out the way they wanted. But
well, it's kind of like when a lineman tries to throw the ball. Sometimes sometimes it's a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it is.
It's not.
There's a reason that he doesn't play quarterback. He plays running back.
That's right.
It just happens.
So 4th and 8. Good opportunity here for the Wolves to get off the field. 2 receivers to each side. Quarterback drops back. Quick pass outside to number 12. He's going to pick up the first down. Again, 12's been their weapon. We knew that coming in, and he has lived up to billing. Carter in coverage there. 1st and 10 now at the about the 33-yard line. Again, a little under 6 minutes now. 48-27. Wolves leading. Quarterback's going to drop back again, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a guy open. To be hit and stopped there by number 5. Gage Kopenberger there in coverage.
Clock starting to work against Hennessy is, up 14 late in this game. So 21.
First down now at the Wolves' 15-yard line. So Hennessy threatening here.
18 yards on the completion to the 15.
After the 18-yard pass by quarterback. Quarterback's going to roll out here. And again, designated run. Played well by the defense. He had nowhere to go. Really did a good job of stringing that play out. Again, that poor quarterback, he's slow getting up again. He's slow getting up, and then one of the Wolves are slow getting up also. Let's see who that is out there on the edge.
Officials timeout for an injured Wolves player.
So we're going to take a quick timeout. We will be back. Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. Okay, so here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line after the play there. Trying to get the ball downfield. Got a little bit of pressure. Oh, we got a hold right there. That's gonna bring him back 10. So Luke Johnson, the injured player on that last play, has helped to the sideline.
Yeah, Fisher Smith getting held.
Boy, he was getting mugged. I was like, you got to throw the flag on that one.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the referee right in front of him. It was actually the one on the near side was the one that saw it and threw the flag almost across the field.
So it's going to move him back to the 25-yard line now after the holding call.
Penalty, holding against Hennessy, back up to the 25. Second 20.
So second 20 for Hennessy. Another quarterback run here, designated run play.
I got to give it to that kid because that kid has fought all game long.
And again, he's having to do a lot of it on his own because there is a lot of designated runs that he's the only guy getting the ball.
And he's getting upfield, but he is taking a
He is
beating.
getting pounded. Yeah, he is. So tough kid too because we talked about he's not very big.
No.
Again, looks like a well-built, smaller guy. But,
yeah.
but again, he's not very big in stature.
Gain of 6 to the 19.
So gain of 6 is going to bring a 3rd and 14 now for Hennessy. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking at the ball. He's going to throw to the out of the backfield there. Right there is going to make the play. Oh, we got a flag here, and I think it's going to be a late hit.
They're going to call a late hit on the quarterback.
Again, I didn't see what happened, but I just don't need it at this point in the game.
It is going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer.
8th penalty of the game for the Wolves.
Some fans letting them know how exactly they feel about that call. It was like dead silent. And well, that was funny.
Okay, 3:37 to go in the ball game. 48-27. First and goal at the 9-yard line now for Hennessy.
Personal foul against the Wolves. Moves the ball to the 9.
Okay, after the personal foul, like I said, I don't know if the coach is. Maybe he's called timeout here, trying to get his team together here.
Yes, did Hennessy call that one?
I don't know who did.
They never really signaled who called it, so I'm not really sure. But all right, Brad, 3.5 minutes to go. I'm gonna go ahead because I always kind of let you guys, and then I pick
you
back.
You just want to take my pick. I know what you're doing.
Well, here's the deal, man. You could flip a coin for me and go one of two ways, but. I'm going to definitively go one way. I think Brendan Rawls has played a great game. I do not want to take anything away from him. But I'm going to say the player of the game tonight for me has been Dax Owens.
For me, it wasn't close. Not that I highly disagree with you. I'm just saying, to me, it wasn't close. It's Owens, and it's Owens by a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's the best game he's played this year. I'll be honest with you. I think he's played very under control. He's ran the ball well, and again, he's taken what's in front of him. He hasn't forced things. I think it's the best game he's played this year.
Yeah. Congratulations, Dax Owens, Wolf Media Player of the Game tonight.
And that's not to take anything away from some of the other kids.
No,
we've had, as a team, I think we've played pretty well.
It's best one we've played in a few weeks for sure.
Yeah. Now, offensively, defensively, we still got room for improvement. Quarterback's going to keep here. He's going to be brought down again. Maverick Alexander on the play there, out on the edge. It's going to bring up a 2nd 9. Okay, so, Bobby, I'm a weirdo, man. I do not like letting the other – even if you're up 3 scores, I do not like letting the other team score at the end of the game.
I'm with you. I'm a defensive-minded guy, so my heart always says –
I like to punish them at the end even.
Yeah.
So,
My heart says don't let him in.
Yeah, I'm there with you. So here we go. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. I think it's intercepted again. It was threw at the back of the end zone. Let's see. These guys are the referees are gonna visit about it. Oh, they're gonna say incomplete. They're gonna say incomplete. I thought they came up with a pick. Trey Melton in on coverage there, kind of jumped underneath, and it may have bounced. I couldn't tell if it did or not, but I think he came up with it. Like I said, I'd like to see the replay. I couldn't tell, but
man.
So
I
incomplete
thought for sure
pass.
that he had that one.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 now. Good job that time. So there for a second, the intended receiver was open. Melton did a good job of locating him and made a play on the ball when the ball was put in the air. So good job by Melton. So here we go, 3rd and goal for Hennessy from the 10-yard line. 2 receivers each side here. Empty backfield this time. Quarterback's going to keep the ball. Ooh, man alive, he got hit again. Hey, if I were that quarterback at the end of this game, I would think the coach had something out to get me because that poor kid has had and again, I'm kidding. I'm saying that facetiously. Obviously, he didn't have it. He's just such a good player.
That kid is just
he is
taking a beating tonight.
This whole game. Loss of yards going to bring up a 4th down now and goal. 4th and goal at the 10. So again, we got a timeout. Timeout, Hennessy.
Hennessy having to take a timeout here. Try to see some scores here. You're probably going to beat me to it again.
Oh, I did. We already got them up, man. So let's go through some scores real quick. Holdenville looks like has beaten Luther 38-14. Davis is leading Hennessy. We know that one. Stroud has beat Community Christian 45-12. Beggs has beat Alva 43-0.
That actually blows my mind. I'm going to be real honest. So
Vian has beat Kansas 38-7.
So Beggs going to take on Vian. I would love to be able just to fly on the wall to see how that one goes next week.
I'm real curious. So Colcord has beat Valiant 40-0. Salina has upset Henrietta 26-12. And then the big one for us next week, Adair has beat Antlers 44-14. So looks like the Wolves will be traveling to Adair, Oklahoma next Friday. And
long road trip, a history of some really good, hard-fought games.
Great games. Games.
3 consecutive years the state champ came out of that game, and then the state game was typically a blowout the next week. So looking for a good football game next week.
I can promise you Adair is not looking forward to Davis coming.
Right.
I think we will look forward to going to them because – and again, when it comes to – it's going to be a 4th and 10 here, and I think they just called a penalty here. I think they're going to get moved back. Let's see what's going on here. Nope. I'm not sure what they're calling here. But again, it's one of those things that you could not pick 2 different styles of playing football between Adair and Davis. Adair is going to want to put the ball in the air a lot. They're a pretty balanced offense. Wolves are going to want to beat them up front, keep the ball on the ground. So here we go. There it is. Pass interference on that 4th down play. So
I think I saw 2 of them come flying in.
I did. And
I would imagine they're the same call. But
I think it was pass interference, if I'm being honest there. He's kind of draped on him. But so it's going to be half the distance to go, repeated down, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be 4th down from the 5-yard line. About 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in this game. Wolves look like they're going to win here, leading 48-27.
Half the distance to the go to the 5-yard line. Still 4th down, though. 4th and goal from the 5.
I'm going to wait for this play to end. I've got something I'd like to tell you
out
about.
There. Okay.
Okay, so quarterback's going to drop back. Deep lob. Ooh, and I didn't say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but we had not gave up a point in the second half.
Yeah.
So that's really why I wanted to see us hold them out of the end zone because, again, just a kind of lost our guy out there. Little jump ball to the quarter of the end zone, touchdown. But again, I think we played pretty well in the second half, especially defensively. We struggled in the first half, made some adjustments, came out second half, played pretty well. Offensively, played well both halves. Defensively, really played well in the second half.
Yeah, I think made those adjustments that we needed to. Really denied those big passes. Now, of course, we've seen a couple of them that late in this.
Ooh, no good again. Oh, he kicked that through. Bounced off the upright
and went through.
So 48-34. It's kind of like it looks like he's just kicking with everything he has, and he's hoping it goes in the right direction. It's like, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to kick the heck out of that ball, and I hope it goes the right way.
What? I'm really kind of shocked that the guy, because I don't think that's the same gentleman.
No, I don't think so either.
He's doing the onside kicks, and that kid has a leg.
He does have a leg.
And so, I kind of thought we'd see that kid kicking extra points, but.
So 48-20, or I can't even talk. 48-34. How about that one? That sounds more accurate. 2:24. So get ready for the onside kick. I think even with us up 2 scores, I think it's close enough that we're about to see one.
So it looks like we're going to be traveling to Adair next week, barring a drastic change in the next 2.5 minutes. But
usually there's not very many times a Davis game is the second to last game still being played. But
tonight it is.
Yeah, tonight it is. So, and again, I would love to see
solely because of the first half.
Well, not only that, but I'd love to see how many pass attempts have been made in this game on the Adair side, because at some point they just gave up on
Hennessy
the run.
side.
Or Hennessy, I said Adair. I'm sorry.
Because we're already thinking next week.
That's exactly right. But because at some point they just kind of gave up, not gave up on the run, but they said, hey, we're moving the ball, throwing the ball, let's keep throwing.
That was what was working for them, and so they kind of stuck to it, and luckily the Wolves were able to make some adjustments in the second half and kind of deny that for them.
But like I said, they're a pretty balanced team, and I'll bet you 70% was passed today.
Yep.
Other than quarterback run game. Quarterback run game, he looked good running the ball.
Looking for that onside kick right here.
So here it is. Oh, it's touch. Wow, nice recovery. Touched by the initial guy. I don't know who ended up with that.
Trying to see who picked up that.
27, Jackson Wright. He did the one-armed
tip drill, and was able to grab it. So,
hey, and that was a heck of a kick. That was a good kick. I don't know if that was the same young man that just was hammering those field goals, but
I think he's the one that's been kicking off the whole night. But great kicker there.
But that was a great onside kick.
Got a good bounce.
Better play by Wright there, but a heck of a kick. So Wolves will take over 1st and 10 on the Hennessy 48-yard line. 2:22 to go. Wolves in the heavy set here. They're going to hand off to Rawls. Again, Rawls is going to keep. Well, I'll tell you what, good job that time, just forcing. And again, I don't know. So I've seen a team, and I've been part of a team one time that said, hey, let the other team score so we get the ball back faster.
Yeah, I don't foresee that one happening.
I don't either, but it kind of looked like it on that series.
I kind of think Coach Parker would be out there screaming at Brendan to go down.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Because, again, we don't want to risk an injury at this point.
Gain of 11 yards for Rawls.
And just like that, Rawls comes out, and Maverick comes in to replace him. Another heavy look this time. Some other substitutions in there right now. Alexander there on the carry.
Number 8, Maverick Alexander on the
gain of about 4 there.
Come in, run the ball, pick up 2 yards, fall down. That's your job.
That's it. Yep.
That's your job. Keep the clock running.
Hey, as Bill Belichick would say, just do your job.
Just do your job. I mean, understand it. And that's one thing, I will speak to that for this Davis Wolf team. Everybody has a job. Everybody's got a role. And I think this team really understands, that you do your job, you maintain your role, we're going to be all right. And
So, Davis fans, pack your lunch now. It's going to be a long drive to
road
Adair,
trip.
Oklahoma. Last time at Adair, Davis came down to a field goal to win the game. It's been a long time. State championship year. Again, last time we've traveled to Adair. So,
man, I feel like that was forever ago.
And I don't know if you guys, I'm real curious because I've seen some video of Adair. I've watched them earlier this year. last time we played there, and I mentioned this before, the visitors' side literally had 2 rows of bleachers, and they were cinder blocks with 2x4s running across them.
Somebody did tell me that they just got a major field upgrade.
They've got a brand new field,
Yeah.
a turf field. Last time I saw, so I'm curious to see what the visitor section looks like now, because it's got to be better than that. Because the field looked really nice. So victory formation now for the Wolves. 14 seconds to go. Wolves are going to win this in advance. They will go to Adair next week, playing number 2 Adair. So, again, Wolves fans, if you are unable to attend, please join us on the broadcast because it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Wolves advancing to round 2. It's going to, it's going to be good games from here on out. So be sure if you don't make or aren't able to make the trip to join us live on the WOLF The How broadcast. We'll see you guys next week.